Aiden, because I know that Aiden has been obsessively looking down certain forums. Fuck it. He's been obsessively reading Lyo's Kiwi Farms page, even to the point that, like, me, Queeman, Aiden, Parry were out in a bar, and Aiden, like, turns on his phone, and he's just reading through stuff, and then, like, puts his phone away. Like, what are you looking at there, mate? What are you looking at there? I assume that he's, like, messaging in Discord or something, but then I notice a very familiar layout. Are you reading Lyo Convoy's Kiwi Farms page right now? Yeah, I am. So this guy's in the fucking UK, operating a fucking VPN to be able to, while he's out with friends at a pub drinking, having fun, he's reading down Lyo Convoy's Kiwi Farms page. So I know that he knows that that Pooh wasn't the first one to do this, if this is true. How's it going, Gilded?
I'm getting sick. It's great.
Yeah. Getting sick of these kids?
No, I'm like getting legitimately sick.
Okay.
But yeah, no, so the claim he's talking about is that I showed her face at the end of a video that I did at the end of, I want to say 2024, and I put her face in a video after Lyo, through my understanding at the time, though Lyo still denies this, after Lyo threatened to have my kid removed, to call CPS or whatever. Yeah, and so at that point, I decided, okay, well, if you're going to go after my family, then I'll do it back. So,
right.
But you know what I didn't do? I didn't say her full name, or even her first name, for that matter, and I didn't post her place of work in the video, nor talk about her place of work, or what she did for a living, or show her place of work.
Right.
I could have just showed her picture, not said who it was, and then nobody would have known.
Yeah, so how I'm aware of this, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that this is a video that you posted in, 2025 ? And then you've since deleted. And so only an archive exists.
2024. It was privated. Hold on, I can go look at exactly when it was uploaded. Hold on. Because I don't want to be wrong. Oh my god, it was so long ago. It was uploaded May 3rd of 2024, and it was privated shortly after my and Lyo's Thunderdome call. I want to say within a month or two after that.
Yeah. And that was in 2025?
2024.
Oh wait, so it was put up and privated within 2024?
Yes.
Okay. Right, so you've like face Dockstar. Okay. I mean, this just seems to be like a retarded, well, you did this as well. Actually, you did this as well. Like, I don't think that anybody has claimed you've originated this information. I don't even really... Except for you to say that because of, like, personal beef between you and Lyo, where you thought that Lyo was going to take your kids away, you did the same to him. I would say I did less. Because he had my docs information at the time. So he had the means and the capability to attempt to call CPS. He even had my full address and all of it. So, right,
like, he had that ability. But the thing is that me responding with a picture of his wife and then making fun of his wife is not exactly... I would say that's less bad, even if you want to argue that's unhinged, right? But Aiden here on Twitter just wrote, "Aren't you the one who initially doxed her in one of your earlier videos on Lyo, showing several photos from her Facebook?"
He knows that that's... Oh, so he knows where they're from. Okay. Given the fact that he knows where they're from, because I know that they also come from a Facebook, He knows that you're not the one that originated this information. I don't know why the fuck he's lying about this. Because those pictures were originally leaked in 2023.
Yeah. And the thing is like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even, like, to be honest with you, I don't even remember where I got them. I can't remember if I got them off Facebook or if I got them off fucking Kiwi Farms. I have no memory of where I got those from because that was like over a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't care. I haven't cared about the Lio shit in over a year. So those pedantic little details, I'm not going to remember. And I don't think I ever said where I got them in the video. So I also just didn't lead anybody in the direction of her photos either. Which again is something that he did.
By my standards, I'm going to say that it's like not okay. And I mean, I'm glad that you've taken it down now. But yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know about the morality of that. I'm not saying it's okay. My viewpoint is this. Once you go after or threaten to go after me and mine, I like what I can do. Like anything after that is carte blanche. My response. I can do whatever I want after that. So like in my viewpoint, after he dropped that info on Lio, technically speaking, I would have been more than okay with Lio going full life ruination in response. But that is tactically retarded. But yeah, like but if somebody said like, do you think that's morally okay? I would have been like, yeah, I don't care. He went after his wife. Like at that point, no holds barred. Fuck you. Hold on.
Don't go after
Lio, we can move into the fucking open live if you don't want to have like a rope or allow other people to be able to be roped into the discussion. But rather than like talking in chat, it would be a lot easier. I fucked that up. It'd be a lot fucking easier if you just like hop in the call for 2 seconds, okay? To be able to like corroborate your side of this, okay? There we are. I moved into the closed live. Okay? If you want to hop into the waiting room, or if you want to hop, you know, I'm in bed, brother. Lol. You got a phone, haven't you? You can click link. You got Discord on your phone? Okay. I mean, it's just for like 2 seconds. So, okay. You're saying that Aiden, well, okay, Vlad, he also didn't do it because he was butt mad. He didn't get a call he wanted. Lol. So you're confirming that you did, like, threaten Vlad's family in 2024, and that's what led to it.
I mean, the clip is in the video.
Oh, okay. Right. Obviously, I don't want to watch the video for obvious reasons, but okay. Right. Yeah, I mean, the dynamic there between you and Lio is completely different to the dynamic between Lio and Aiden. The amount of information shared by you is completely different to the information shared by Aiden.
Man his position if you want. So his position at the time was that he didn't mean it the way that he meant it, and it comes off as a threat, and he understood why I took it as one. So his exact words, I can't remember what the exact words were, but that was his position. And he did apologize for it. So like, this is all like almost 2 years old, water under the bridge bullshit.
Right. Okay. I mean, yeah. This argument is so fucking weak. He says, okay, Lio says, no, I still stand by that. I didn't threaten his kid. My point is, from Vlad's point of view, it was a more rational decision than Aiden's. Yeah. I agree with that. It sounds like I say, okay, the relationship between you and Vlad is completely different to the relationship between you and Aiden, especially with the threats being made and stuff like that. The information that Vlad gave, again, different to the information that Aiden gave. Yeah, I don't know. This just seems so fucking retarded. And the idea that you disseminated this information originally is also retarded. How many views did that video get?
Oh, like, fuck, like 10K, I think, or something like that. Let me look.
Okay.
20K.
Okay. Not good. Not good. Dude.
I mean,
yeah.
Like, hold on. I'm going to give you the timestamp.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, give me a second.
I mean, I don't even know exactly how relevant any of this is at all. It's not the place where Aiden got the information. I doubt it's the place that the UTTP YouTube page got the information. The information was already out there on Kiwi forums before. So, yeah.
Yeah, the information was out there before I even got a hold of it, yeah. So, this is the clip with timestamp. As soon as you see Lio stop talking, that's when it ends. So that's like the full thing.
Okay, let's have a go on that. I'll stream this to the Discord so you can just watch along as well.
Okay.
And presumably this is edited so it doesn't have this information, right?
Yeah, all the information in question comes well after that. After this timestamp. Nice. Yeah.
Gilded sounds tired, that he wants to stop getting involved in stuff like this. So here's his chance to punch out and stop pretending like he's going to come out on top. Because sooner or later, his actions will come back to his doorstep, and the police in his area will eventually get involved. It's amazing what you'll be given when you follow leads of people who know your MO. Amazing indeed.
Oh yeah? What leads were you given, Lio? To utilize to call the police.
Pause after that, because after that I just start going full retard. But yeah, that was what I interpreted as a veiled threat.
I mean, I can understand very, very clearly why you saw that as a threat. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it seems retarded from my point of view to actually do like face doxing in response to somebody maybe threatening to do something. I can understand if you, in return, vague posted about the fact that you have her information or his family's information that you could go after if he decided to go after you. But yeah, so
I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that whenever you bring up people's family, those people get unhinged. In response, that's just what happens. And I think that me doing it for the reasons that I did it is far more understandable than the reasons that Aiden gave. Also, Lio's in waiting.
No way. This is not going to be Lio. Hold on. This is going to be Kosher Kathy. Oh, no.
Oh, wait. I was wrong.
No, it is.
It's not Lio.
Fuck!
Are you fucking fat fuck?
Yeah, I do. I fucking knew!
Anyway.
Dude, I fucking knew. Who just joined the Discord server under the name of Lio Convoy? Dude, this guy is upping his fucking game. It's unfucking believable. He's got the Lio_Convoy Discord account. A member since October of 2020.
But yeah, the entire point is that you can disagree with my decision. That's fine. I don't particularly care that much. However, at the same time, somebody did point out, too, that I also wasn't the first to face dox her, technically. It would have been Kumo before I even did it. But that doesn't really matter. I don't really care about that. But the point is that at the end of the day, you can disagree with my reasons and find it immoral if you want. That's perfectly fine. But I didn't do it because I couldn't get in a call.
Yeah.
My reasons are far less petty.
The motivation is completely different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that. I just don't know if this moves the dial at all. I don't think this is impressing anybody. I don't think this is making anybody think about any of this any different. It just seems like this is Aiden, instead of, I don't know, taking time to prep a response or prep for a conversation with Chud, or, I don't know, working on any of the stuff, or just taking time away from being online, like, fundamentally. It seems though he's wasting fucking time spurging and beefing with you.
Yeah,
okay,
I sent you the tweet.
Yeah. Oh, I do have to, okay. Also, okay. It seems as though he doesn't know where she works. I think, given the spaces that he's got this information from, I think that Aiden knew where she used to work, or at some point he has known that, right?
Okay.
But
Can
the
you message
information
me
that he gave
exactly
is not
what he
correct. Yeah.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And so when Aiden says that he made that bit up, I think I do believe that. Now, whether she has some kind of like tangential connection to that place, I don't know. But I believe Aiden when he says that he made up that workplace. Yeah, I think that was a fake docs that Aiden threw out.
Well, I thought it was more. I thought it was more vague than that. I thought the of state part was not said, and just the first part. You know. So that's what.
Well, that'd be part and parcel with her occupation, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, I thought he was being more.
Yeah.
I thought he was being more broad. So that's why I said it was either a major coincidence or liception.
Yeah. Yeah. I just fundamentally though, I don't know if Aiden gets like a huge right to be able to complain and cry about people spreading misinformation about him, that he's doxed her workplace when he's successfully doxed her like face, name, occupation, giving people all the tools they need to go and find a fucking workplace if people want to. I don't know how you can mix fake docs information, one piece of fake docs information, with real docs information, and then cry and say that people are lying about you when they say that you've doxed real information about the fake docs portion. Like, you're begging for people to do that. Yeah, especially when you come on stream and start fucking announcing it at the same time that you're announcing a name. You clearly don't care about docs information. So if you say it on stream, it doesn't prove it either way.
Yeah, and clearly those details I never gave. So like, complain about a face docs all you want, but like, I did not divulge any of that information. That would be insane. I would not go that far without just cause.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fucking insane. Laya, are you on fucking drugs, bro? Every other message you've sent tonight are like, Dino Saucer toys are expensive.
He's snorting Transformers. Okay. So.
Dude. I don't know what the fuck you're using to be able to like paint your models, but you need some fucking fumigation, dude. This cannot fucking persist. You're gonna have no brain cells by the end of the year. Okay. Yeah, I think that might be kind of the end of it. I don't know. Do you think that he was joking about Parry? I think that it was intended as a joke, despite the fact that it was like malicious, and he was trying to like menace Parry and make Parry feel some type of way. It wasn't a legitimate threat. You demonstrated
a really good reason why I shouldn't believe it's a joke on this stream. You went on the rant about him supposedly writing some like incel level fucking manifesto thing, and then saying it was a joke later. Like all he's doing is Schrodinger's asshole. He's just saying shit, and then later being like, "Oh, it's a joke, bro." It's all he's doing. So, like, no, I think he meant it. Also, with all the Icy Chat leaks I got before that, where he was crashing out about Perry before he said that. Nah,
I am checking DMs, Tyrone.
I don't buy it at all.
Yeah. I guess.
Not buying it.
I guess I get that. Listen, I don't think that Aiden is actually engaging to go on a campaign of going to Parry's future employers and linking a compilation.
Me. I think he meant it. I don't think I think he's too lazy to actually do it. But I think he meant it when he said it, and he wasn't joking. I think he was like legitimately like talking out of his ass. But saying it's a joke is a lie.
Yeah, well, I don't dude. The problem is, I mean, whether it's a joke or not, if Aiden is garnering this reputation as a doxer, doxing Laio's wife, and then joking about doxing other people, and people take those seriously. I said earlier, I don't necessarily think that Aiden can cry super fucking hard that people are lying about him when he's painting himself, he's giving himself that reputation, and then he's leaning into it with malicious jokes to like fuck with Parry. What's the joke? Yeah. Where's the punchline? It's at Parry's expense, right? Like pointing at somebody. Alex Pratt, I'm going to find your home address. You'll see me very soon, right? The joke is that I'm saying something unhinged and crazy. That's what Aiden is trying to do here. This is a joke.
I don't think so. I think if he thought he could get away with it, he would 100% do everything he said in that message. 100%. If he thought he could get away with that. He thought he could get away with Lyo's wife's docs. This is not that much of a leap past that.
I think this is a huge leap past it, to be clear. Aiden, impulsively, while drunk, saying Lyo's convoy's wife's name, occupation, fake workplace on a VC, versus going around and fucking, like, harassing Parry's future employers.
What I'm saying is, I don't think it's a huge logical leap to assume if he's willing to do one while drunk, he might be willing to do the other. And the only reason, as everybody has said here, one of the reasons why he did the Lyo's wife docs was because he had people encouraging him, right? So if he thought it was acceptable to do what he wrote about Perry, I think he would do it. Absolutely.
Wait, has Aiden tried to use that as an excuse that he's got other people like encouraging him? I haven't seen him do that. No, it's just
everybody else did whenever they were yelling at Soul Skibbity last night, saying he encouraged it.
Okay, no. So Soul was encouraging Aiden to take it a step further, and Soul was joking that it'd be very funny if Aiden put the face docs and information on Twitter. But Soul was not the original person who encouraged Aiden to give this information. Aiden did that of his own volition.
I mean,
Soul tried to encourage him, it wasn't successful. That's what I'm saying. So I was trying to talk Aiden down while he was drunk, and Soul jokingly halfway through said it'd be super funny to like put it on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give Aiden any charity. He would give me none. So I'll put it that way. So I'm giving him no charity whatsoever.
Dude, we need to end this fucking, like, treating other people by their standards. We should have our own fucking principles for this shit, don't we?
No, fuck that.
So are you saying that you don't think this is true, but you're not going to give him any benefit of the doubt because he wouldn't give you any?
Oh, no, I think he would do it. And even if I, for some reason, wanted to concede the idea that it was ridiculous that he would, I still wouldn't give him that benefit of the doubt, no. But I absolutely don't think it was written as a joke. I think he wrote it. He was upset and he was talking out of his ass, saying an unhinged shit, and then later was like, "Oh fuck, this probably isn't like going to be taken away in a good way." I was joking, guys. It was just a joke. Like, he's done this multiple times, especially again after the mountains of him crying about Perry in Icy Chat before he wrote that.
I think that just further proves the fact that he's like molding at Parry, and he's throwing this joke out there because he really hates Parry, and it's a mean-spirited joke.
I don't know. I think that's being way. I
could even accept that he is trying to unnerve Parry with this, given the fact that Parry's just leaked all of the shit about his private relationships. I could probably accept that he's trying to unnerve Parry. He hopes that people feed that back to Parry and make him feel some type of way.
I mean, that's fair, but that's also not a joke. Right, so that's kind of
no. Okay, what I'm talking about here is whether it was Aiden in that moment, his serious intention to follow Parry around and to distribute kind of harassing emails to his future employers.
I don't think he, like, as I said earlier, I think he's too lazy to actually bother following through.
Yeah, but even if he even intended it, this is what I'm talking about. If he even intended to do that in that moment, I don't think he did.
Intended to do what?
I don't think he actually intended to follow through on any of this. What he's talking about there. Compiling videos of Parry talking about harassing or assaulting women.
I mean, he may not have. Like, I'm saying he might be expressing what he wants to do, right? So, or what he would like to do, ideally. Like what I'm saying is, whenever I hear it's a joke, okay, all I'm thinking is, knock, knock, who's there, right? Like I'm thinking about like something that's actually funny. Like, where is the joke here? Where's the punchline? Right?
Well, no, it's not for Parry to laugh at. The fact the joke is in how crazy and edgy it is. Like, Aiden is trying to make other people laugh at Parry's expense.
So he was just trying to upset Parry.
Yeah.
So he was trying to intimidate Parry.
I don't know if it was trying to intimidate. I might be able to see that, possibly. Like, what you mean by that? I'm gonna say with the preface that I don't think he thought that Parry would actually think that he's going to do this shit.
Okay. I mean, I don't think
it's not made for Parry to laugh along.
Yeah,
and like shake his belly.
I don't think anybody legitimately thinks that Aiden would actually have the attention span to actually follow through with any of that.
No, but it's not about attention span to follow through with it. That's like whether he's got the faculties to be able to do it. What I'm talking about is like the actual intention in that moment. This is a plan. This is a good plan. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do this. And then he tells Icy Cat.
I'm not saying he's doing that either. No, I'm just saying that I don't see it as a joke in the same way everybody else does.
Sure, but if you can accept that it's not, if you can accept that Aiden doesn't actually intend to follow through with this, I think we probably agree. But it was like a mean-spirited joke to like get under Parry's skin. Or ignore joke. We can say it's a mean-spirited comment to get under Parry's skin, but that he didn't actually intend.
Sure. At most, what I saw it as was like a hollow threat at like the maximum. That was kind of my point. Like a threat. He has no intention of following through. That even if he had the means to do so.
In the same way that if I was let's say that I'm mad at you or I'm mad at Beckett, and I say I will rape you.
Yeah.
Do I have the intention to follow through on that? No. But is it fair for you to say, oh, Dickers has threatened to rape me? He issued a rape threat against me. That kind of implies that I actually have the intent to follow through on it, no?
I guess that would depend on whether or not I'm upset. But no, if I said it was if I said it was just a threat and didn't give the preface that it was a hollow threat, like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that would be dishonest, yes.
Okay, cool. So in the same way, you just probably preface that this is like a hollow threat.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah, like I don't think he's like I don't think he has the means. I don't really think he was intending to. I think he was just talking out of his ass when he wrote it. That's my point. I think he was spurging out.
Sure, fair enough. I'm guessing we can probably agree then. If we ignore the definitions or verbiage and just say that Aiden had no intention of following through with it, yeah. I think that Aiden had a smirk on his face when he said it. I think that he found it funny to type out. I think he intended it as a joke. Mean-spirited, and maybe even if you think that it's like over the line, like, yeah.
I mean, it's the context. Like, the problem is that like after everything that happened leading up to that, and then to do that, it's kind of like, you know, like you can't blame anybody for looking at that and then side-eyeing it, right? Like that's kind of the point.
I can say that, right? Because I'm not the one side-eyeing it. Or I'm not the one saying that it's like some kind of like genuine earnest like threat against Parry.
What I mean is I don't mean side-eyeing it in that way. I just mean like looking at it and going, that's kind of a weird thing to say, bro. Like why would you fucking say that given all the shit happening? Which was kind of like the same take that Beckett had, right? It was just like why would you fucking do that? Because at minimum, you could argue that's optics aids.
I'm not necessarily going to care about the information that or the take that Beckett gave. But yeah, I said a very, very similar thing. I don't think that Aiden can necessarily cry super hard as if he's been super badly aggrieved. If like, it's like it's like Jeffrey Dahmer threatening to like cut somebody's face off and rape their brains with acid. It's like, I was joking, guys. Come on, I was joking. How can people lie about me and say that I wasn't, you know? Yeah, it's obviously an escalation from what he's done before, but especially when he's also in heat right now, or under heat right now for doing very, very well. I'll say similar stuff. Similar stuff. Yeah. But, yeah.
Well, in my view here too, because you said, why are we holding people to other people's standards and not our own standards? Well, the couple reasons is that number one, it makes him a hypocrite, right? To point out the hypocrisy in his bullshit, right? He can't like cry a river over people going after him for this shit whenever he's gone after people for less or similar, like Lio, right? So that's kind of the point of pointing that out. But the other reason is if everybody went by my standards, there'd be a lot less people. He would just be crucified in the fucking street. Like, that would be my standard. That would be it. There would just be no Aiden. We wouldn't be having this discussion anymore.
Okay,
so
that sounds kind of crazy.
I'm not gonna go by my standards. So because my standards nobody would agree with, right? So because everybody wants to give
capital punishment.
No. Like, he deserves to shoot himself in the head with a harpoon. That would be live on YouTube.
Okay, sure. Okay, fair enough.
So, so like, no, like, to me, at the moment you dox people's families, like, you're done. Like, that should be it. You should just be gone, right? Like, at minimum, off the internet, like, forever, with no going back, no second chances, no forgiveness. You're just done.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Interesting standard. A harpoon specifically. Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. I mean,
he is in London right now. He can just go buy a harpoon right now.
Oh, dude, there's restrictions on buying knives. You think we can buy fucking harpoons? I fucking doubt it. I know that, especially from guys on your side who are friendly with Lyo, there's like an interest to speak about things that Lyo has done. Maybe, in my opinion, whitewash things that Lyo has done.
No.
I think the core thing there, I'm just saying that I'm not necessarily, like, interested with wholesale relitigating what Lyo has and hasn't done. Just to the fact of, like, Aiden's going after his fucking wife. I don't think that it matters what Lyo's done. Like, there's, like, a categorical problem here with who he's going after, right?
Okay,
yeah.
Bro, you're getting too big for
yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the issue too. Like, if it were justified, if he could justify going after Lyo's wife, I wouldn't care. Like, if Lyo did something to him that was, like, really fucked up, that would make that understandable, right? But he didn't. He just did it out of nowhere, out of left field, and for no reason other than, oh, gee, golly gosh, he won't talk to me in a call.
Yeah. Retarded. It is retarded. Yeah.
And that's like the fundamental issue I have with it. So despite your weirdo chat being like, oh, so Gilded should die too because, like, he did the duh-duh-duh, like, okay. But yeah, there's obviously a difference in severity. But
yeah, I can understand why Lyo doesn't want to call in. Because I guess the level of fucking I mean, this community is, like, gonna be probably inherently hostile to you and Lyo, just because you don't have, like, a necessarily good reputations around these parts, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it just doesn't really matter about the fucking personalities at the end of the day, in my opinion. I could not fucking care less if Lyo Convoy is actually, like, I don't know, like, raped a fucking child. It wouldn't matter for my take at all, but yeah.
I mean,
Wait, really?
I guess not. I mean, at that point, just call the cops on him, I guess. So, sure, yeah. Sorry to think about it for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
That was like a wild fucking... I did not... Sorry, I'm still... As I said, I'm, like, fucking sick.
Okay. Dude, drag Aiden in to have the exact same conversation with Vlad that I've just had with him. Okay. And to extract the exact same confession that I've just extracted out of him. Okay, sure. You want to talk to Aiden?
What confession? Like, that's just true.
Concession.
Concession.
That he didn't intend any of this, right?
Sure. Go ahead. Drag him in.
Nice.
Or not.
Wait, he is...
What the fuck happened?
Could he not? Okay, here he is.
Isn't he a mod? He could just jump in, right?
Yeah, so I actually called in here to say that I'm sorry. But I think that in order for me to adequately apologize for what I've done wrong, I think it would be good if the affected parties were also here. So I'd like to encourage Lyo himself to join so that I can apologize to him directly, voice to voice. I think that would be, just so I can adequately talk to those I've hurt.
Wait, hold on, Aiden. We can have this call and we can arrange this conversation if I'm let back into YC. Lyo Convoy is in this Discord. He can call into. He can call if he'd like.
Yeah, I think that it would be that would be totally just because I can apologize in front of you guys, but it's meaningless if the person that I've affected doesn't get to hear it themselves. You know what I mean?
Okay. Time to give back the Discord roles.
But I heard Gilded. Did Gilded admit to doxing Lyle's wife?
I mean, you want yeah, sure.
Oh, okay, so you just okay. So
I
right, you did
face.
Why are you still on the internet?
Because Lio, through my understanding at the time, threatened my child. So that's how I responded.
Doesn't he literally deny threatening your child? Oh, so you're understanding
now.
Okay, through my understanding at the time, Lio's wife was supporting and standing by him with knowledge that he encouraged a minor to film Seethe.
What?
Yeah, Lio is on the record on Stardust stream with this Barbie, whatever her name is, individual, who Lio also attempted to dox, admitting that he told Jordan, who was 17 years old at the time, to film themselves being sexually abused.
Okay, so from my understanding, she wasn't even in the call, and secondly, what does that
He says he told Jordan. He says he told Jordan.
I'm sorry. Wait, okay,
well, no, he didn't say that he told her anything. But okay, go on.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's just I'll just believe you. What does that have to do with anything I said?
So you believe your standard is that if you've doxed someone, you should be off the internet. But in your case, the reason you're not off the internet is because at the time you doxed, you actually had like emotional motives.
Yes.
There were emotional motives. You believe that Lio had threatened your kids. Okay.
Yep.
What if it makes me emotional when I hear about adults exploiting minors on the internet?
Well, number one, there's contention on like what you just said, and number two, not my
there's
kid,
contention
not my problem.
That Lio threatened your kids.
Not my kid, not my problem. So if there's not, I mean, yeah, there is now. There wasn't at the time. Yeah.
Okay, so the contention is only like a mitigating. The contention only matters.
You do realize I privated
when
the
it's
video,
in my
right?
case.
You do realize I privated
you
the
have
video,
yet to present proof.
You realize I privated the video. Yeah, I literally did in the stream. Pay the fuck attention. Yes, we went through that whole fucking clip, so you should go back and watch it.
So Dickers,
number two.
I don't think Lio intended to, but I understood why Vlad took that as a threat to his kids. Also, wait, Lio's in the waiting room, I think.
That's not Lio.
Fuck you.
That's that same account. And also, it doesn't matter because that video was taken down, Aiden. And also, Lio apologized, and I in turn. So yeah, a lot's changed since May.
I don't know if you realized, but you're muted, Aiden.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. So if I say sorry, then I'm allowed to stay online?
You had no justifiable reason to do what you did. No.
I just explained to you. Okay,
no, your reason is shit. It's not your kid.
So for me, your reason is shit too.
If it was your mom, okay, or you managed to get a woman pregnant, and then she squirt out a little Jew.
Wait,
right?
Gilded, Gilded, I'm sorry. On this stream, will you say you shouldn't get emotional and take it personally when it's not your child that's being asked to produce CSAM?
Yes.
Okay. I honestly,
not my kid, not my problem.
When I believe that any kid is being hurt, I will become as emotional as if it were my own.
It's not a child being hurt, is it?
Yeah. Okay. If you're encouraging a kid to sit there and get sexual and just allow it to happen, then yes.
Allow it to happen. When did this happen? Sorry.
Okay. Why did Lio was literally
that was never said,
if this
to be clear,
person is coming to sexually abuse you, do not flee the situation. Stay there and film it. Stay there and film it.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
By his own admission.
Number one. As far as I'm aware, he never.
To Beckett, he
never actually spoke to the kid. That's
according to him. He did.
I've heard the recording of where this is brought up doesn't even have the kid in the call. Number two. Number three.
According to Lio, he also told the kid.
At no point.
No, Lio didn't say that. Lio said.
Pull up the clip then.
Lio has never said that he's done this. He says we, as in the people discussing this.
Okay, so him and several others, according to him, told the kid to film
or somebody of that group, sure.
Can we pull up the clip?
Who cares?
I pulled up the clip earlier. If somebody wants to show it to me, feel free.
Pulled up?
It isn't your kid.
Wait, what?
Okay, so if it's not my kid, I shouldn't be emotional if I believe they're being asked to film
goddamn right you
Seethe.
shouldn't be emotional. Yeah, goddamn right.
It is literally.
You're not the internet. Are you a fucking pedo hunter now? Is that what it is, Aiden? Is that what it is, Aiden?
Turn a blind eye if it's not your child. Gilded.
No, you can.
Care if it's not your child.
You can make fun of it. But it's not. But getting emotionally invested in somebody else's kid makes you a fucking freak. That makes you a weirdo freak.
Maybe
you're emotionally invested in somebody else's fucking child.
School, you were too busy.
You're a freak.
To fucking
you're a fucking freak.
That saved
you're
on your
a freak,
hard drive.
Jaden.
Okay, but yeah, you should.
Aiden, let's I wonder how many 17-year-olds fucking is on your fucking hard drive. How many? Why are you so emotionally invested in somebody else's kids? No, I'm asking. No, I didn't.
Oh, you
number two. More importantly than that,
slandering you. You got to address that.
No, I actually don't have to address people just straight up lying. You know, like you. You were sitting here pretending.
So I should
you emotionally you were sitting here pretending that you gave a fuck about some 17-year-old in a fucking call that, by the way, happened last year. You're using a last year call as pretext
I think it's
to justify doxing somebody's fucking wife.
That it is
that makes you a fucking freak. You are a freak. You're a moral fag, and you should kill yourself. You should actually
Okay, I'm gonna have to bring it to a close. Aiden, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to just say, real quick, I know we're getting heated. Keep within TOS, please. Thank you. Okay, I'll wait for my fucking OBS to reconnect. Okay,
yeah,
listen, we disavow that in the strongest... Okay, we disavow those comments, strongest possible terms. Understand it's getting heated.
Yeah.
TOS,
look,
yeah?
You know what? Okay, I just have a really good question.
Yes, Gilded, not my kid, not my problem, poo.
If you were justified in all of that, right?
I wasn't.
You weren't, because you were just saying.
No, I was not justified in posting. That's what I'm saying. Sorry for. But I think that if you're exempting yourself under your own logic, you would have to exempt me.
Then no, I don't.
Wait,
okay, then I think you're just like a fucking spineless hypocrite.
The entire premise was that it was my kid, Aiden. It was mine. That's the entire premise.
No, that's like the specific detail, right? But
that
the overall point would be that would be something. The relevance to you doxing would be something that would invoke enough emotion to make a reasonable person act unreasonably. Correct?
He went after my family, so
which
I
made
went
you
after
emotional.
His. Yeah, because it's my family. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But if the point is that that's what makes you emotional, okay, and that emotion led to you, I guess, losing your judgment or whatever temporarily, and that's the mitigating excuse for you, then subjectively I can say, yes, other people's kids being encouraged to do shit like that makes me emotional. Maybe
wait, you didn't do this in the heat of the moment, Aiden. This doesn't fucking work, dude.
When he went after your kid.
You waited a year, Aiden.
I waited. I've only known about this for
He's been unreasonable for the last year. You've got to understand.
Yeah, what? You literally heard about that call at least last year, right? Waited entire month, and then waited entire months, and then decided that you were
3 or 4 months ago.
You waited entire months between Lio's the threat I perceived at the time. And my video was a matter of mere days.
I perceived
you waited
Lio's being allowed to get away with this behavior, and it's being actively swept for by people like Beckett, who are just saying he misspoke, which is like infinite charity being afforded to this guy, right? And because of that, I viewed him as a threat as well.
You viewed Beckett as a threat as well?
No, Lio. I view Lio as a threat.
Okay.
All right, so you view him as a threat, and what do you? So wait a minute, hold on.
So I get very angry and emotional around the subject of Lio. Because I don't like, even if it's not my kid.
And you
I
take
don't
it out on his wife.
Yeah, that was wrong. Wait, I'm sorry. maybe like your audio wasn't working. Didn't we already concede that that was wrong?
But you're also
What's the change
justifying
around?
it.
Wait, hold on.
Did we not
Gilded
already
Poo,
go
hold
over
on,
that
hold
with
on.
the thing?
Last time that you apologized and changed your take, you castigated me for not asking for the new position. So what's the new position, and what made you change your mind?
The new position is that I was overcome by by my.
No, I'm not asking about your mind state in that moment. I'm asking about the new moral position.
Hold on.
New definitions.
That's a
Let's
part
go.
of my position. That's a part of my position.
You got dicked.
The only reason you would
I'm
want
gone.
details omitted is if you're trying to disingenuously paint a narrative. Why can't I just?
Well, no,
give
no,
you
I'm trying to keep you focused on what your new position is.
Well, no, I promise you, this will literally
No,
be
no, go ahead.
two
Yeah, go ahead
sentences.
then.
Yeah, my mindset was that my judgment was impaired by anger and hatred for this individual, coupled with the effects of alcohol. And in your presence on the phone, I engaged in behavior against his wife that was immoral by my own standards and by most other people's standards. And yeah,
Can you explain the behavior last night then?
What behavior last night?
Leaking the wife's name?
Wait, where did I leak her name last night?
Okay, bro, you're getting too big for your boots.
On my stream?
I leaked her name on your stream. Isn't Lio public about her first name?
No.
How do I know? Then how would I know what her first name is?
Bro.
I don't think her first name was a leak. Her last name, her maiden name, absolutely was.
No, her first name was a leak as well.
Was it? All right. Well, I'm just gonna do a mass transcript search then, because I'm almost certain it is.
Okay. What do you mean by it's not? I'm asking for a good reason. Sorry. What do you mean?
Has Lio not voluntarily given people his wife's first name on multiple occasions and in a public setting?
Not that I'm aware of. No, I do know.
You
that
know
there
how
were
this
calls.
information was found out, Aiden?
What information was found out?
How Lio's wife's information was found out.
On my end?
On your end, when you were talking about it being leaked, like years ago?
Yeah, I just typed in first name Lio Convoy wife on YouTube and just clicked on the
How
channel.
did you find out what she worked as?
Wait, what?
You didn't get that from the YouTube channel?
What do you mean what she worked as? I don't think I got that right. She didn't
Her
work at the
occupation.
university.
How did you find out her papers? You didn't get that. You got it
which
from Lio's Kiwi Farms page.
Wait, yeah, I keep hearing this claim that I was linking people or papers. Have we been presented with substantiation of that?
Nobody's claimed that.
People were. I can literally get you 15 people who will admit that people were claiming that, or like, yes, people were claiming that earlier. Forgot exactly who specifically it was.
You've read her papers though.
Yeah, so people were claiming. Just to be clear, so you're wrong. But have I read her papers?
Read her papers, yeah.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay, well, you spoke about it. It wasn't a joke. It was kind of soberly.
Wait, where did
there
I
wasn't
read
really
her
a joke there. In a VC with me and Go. That was the whole contention we were going over last night.
Well, okay, which paper of hers did I read to you? You could DM it to me. I don't think I've read any of her papers.
You didn't read out a paper. You've said that you have read papers that she has written.
Okay. So I just
and you commented
said
that you
I read
wanted
papers.
to go into a very similar field.
Wait, didn't we already
than she
go
was
over
studying.
this?
Well, no, actually, we didn't, because then we went down the whole segue
I've
with
never read
Go
any of her
so we never
papers.
actually addressed this.
I've explained to you. I've never read any of her papers. If I said it to you, I was intoxicated. Then I must have been fucking bullshit.
How do you know what area she
He's a
studied in?
drunken Nostradamus over here.
Well,
Okay.
no, because a way you would prove that I would be lying about this, surely if I read them, wouldn't I be going over the specifics?
I don't know if you'd understand the specifics. You're not in this fucking area, so no.
The general, I don't know, the focus of her papers.
Well, yeah, you know that you know the area that she's in. Because you commented that you wanted to go in a very similar area.
Because so you know how papers.
You know
have,
the
a
area that
title.
she's publishing in.
Well, yeah, but okay.
So you have to say you know the area that she's publishing in,
that was a
and you made a comment about the fact that you've read the papers.
I say okay sometimes. I say okay sometimes, even if that's not necessarily agreement. I don't know if that's just but no. I haven't read any of her papers. No.
Okay. Have you read Lio's Kiwi Farms page? I just don't know how you know what she does for work. If you, because
Have I
that's not
read
on
his
that
Kiwi
YouTube.
Farms page?
That's not on that YouTube.
No, because
that's
Kiwi
not on that YouTube
Farms.
page.
No, and this is going to surprise people because I probably should have. Kiwi Farms is at least not to my. No, I don't think I ever have because fucking
You have
Kiwi
read his
Farms
Kiwi
is
Farms
like
page,
unreadable.
'cause you read
Kiwi
it in
I was
front
talking
of
about this
me.
with the lemur shit. Like Kiwi Farms is like totally unreadable.
No, you're lying, Aiden. Because you've said this to me IRL when you were at the bar with me, Queeman,
You were at the bar,
Harry,
Aiden. You stated,
that you were.
Aiden, have read Lyle Convoy's Kiwi
You were
Farms
reading it while you were
page."
there. Yeah.
Here's a better question. How did you know that her photos were from her Facebook?
Because I'm pretty sure that's what I was told.
By who?
I don't know. Were they from her Facebook?
I actually don't remember.
Yes.
They were. Wait, how do you know they're from her Facebook?
Because I've read Like Convoy's Kiwi Farms page to find where you find this information from.
I don't read his Kiwi Farms page.
Yes, you were reading
You're
it
just
while you were at the
lying.
bar
Wait,
with
I never
us.
said
I'm not.
because I never
I'm not.
fucking read it. I get the employee because I was saying that night when I was like,
Were you or
doing,
were
like,
you
the
not
fucking
scrolling
edgelord,
through
like, Doxa thing or whatever?
Were
But I would have
you
certainly
not
never said that to
scrolling
the bar, 'cause
through
it's not
Kiwi
true.
Farms at
And
the
a good way to
bar with
substantiate
me,
this,
Queeman, Hellbent, Parry?
and they
the
all
first bar
heard
we
this
went
and
to.
remember this.
I'm not asking that. I'm asking you the question. Were you scrolling through Kiwi Farms?
No, I've never. Wait, wait. Is there a way I don't clear my search history? I don't clear my search history. Are you claiming this was on Safari?
You were scrolling. I saw you scrolling through Kiwi Farms because I saw the UI, and I asked you, "Are you reading through Lyo's Kiwi Farms page right now?" And you said,
my
"Yeah."
search history. Wait, so then we can. I can prove that you're lying. But wait, what was the date and time?
That we went to the fucking bar. Oh.
Yeah, I'll literally show you my search history on that date and time.
It's a weird thing to lie about. It's a weird thing to joke about. Especially in the context that I was mocking you.
Apparently Hellbent wasn't even there, so I don't know if I trust your recollection of detail.
I'm talking about the bar. I'm talking about the bar we're at.
Which we went to multiple. Do you remember that?
No, we went to a club and we went to a bar. I've said the first bar we were at.
Oh, okay. So what time would that have been?
When did we meet up? It was around. I don't know. Just post it for the day.
Yeah, because if I don't clear my search history and shit, this should be easily refutable, right? Let's figure it out. Let's look at our DMs, and then if I give you my search history now, right? You'll omit anything that is not relevant to this subject, right?
Well, no, because I'll still know that you've read through a Kiwi Farms. There's other corroborating information for
not
this.
lying with other consent.
You don't what?
Okay.
Yeah, nobody wants to see it.
Okay. So what's the time I'm looking up?
I don't fucking know, bro. Just post it for the day.
Did he die? Well, anyway.
Oh, me?
Can you hear me?
Fuck. I'm saying, I don't know, bro. Just post it for the day. I was fucking muted. Apologies.
If I'm to give you my search history, apparently now, this actually wouldn't even be good enough. So just to be clear, your claim is it's unfalsifiable. There is no burden.
What are you talking about?
So, okay. Do you think that if I was to present you my search history, would that be adequate enough for you to admit that I was actually not?
You've never read her Kiwi Farms page? Obviously not. No.
She has a Kiwi Farms page.
Oh, I misspoke.
Okay, no, that is a misspoke. If I did that, it'd be like,
okay, but
you know that.
You're such a fucking victim, dude.
I have a question, but I have a question real quick. So, okay, so I mean, see if I can steelman your position about the 17-year-old
we're
thing.
gonna go back into this. How did you know how did you know what she did for work, Aiden?
I honestly don't know. I don't remember. But it certainly wasn't through Kiwi Farms. Better yet, why don't we get like 6 months worth of search history? Because this would be somewhat frequent, right? I just happened to pull it up at that exact time. If you think I
No,
can delete it,
Aiden,
and
I've looked. I don't know if you realize this. I found the YouTube page that you used to like find out her information, right? So I found the YouTube page that you searched for, and I know what information it does have and doesn't have, and it doesn't have any of her work information on there. That is only there on her Kiwi Farms page.
I wasn't.
I don't know why.
I don't look at his Kiwi Farms thread.
And then you can't remember how
Wait,
you know this
if I'm willing
information,
to tell you, wait, hold on. If the
or even to
allegation here is that I'm
indicate
lying
that
about
she might
this,
have published.
why would I be this Dickers? This makes no sense. That's like whole like you're trying to, I don't know, construct like some complete like lie. But this makes no sense because why would I be comfortable admitting to utilizing the information I got from this YouTube channel, but not the information I got from Kiwi Farms when both would have the exact same moral connotation?
I've said they've got you use them both.
Yeah, but why am I only comfortable admitting to one?
I don't know. That's what I'm confused about.
Maybe.
So how
because
do you
I'm not
know this
lying,
extra
you
information?
Misremembered it just like you misremembered that Hellbent was present.
I haven't misremembered it. Wait,
because
I haven't misremembered any part of this.
Hellbent was not.
What?
Hellbent didn't get to the bar until like.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I'm talking and trying to remind you about the particular bar that we went to.
Yeah, the one we went.
I wasn't saying that Hellbent was there at the time.
You understand? Okay, so we went out that night. I think I got there at what? Like the event opens at like what 7:30, 8 p.m. So I get there with I was with Perry and Queeman. I don't know what time you showed up.
I mean, okay, we're going by other people's recollection now.
She doesn't show up
so
until the
Hellbent's
end of the night.
He didn't say I was Aiden.
That bar till the very end.
I was just clarifying.
To Lexington.
So it seems like I wasn't claiming that Hellbent was there at the time. I was trying to recall. I was trying to help you recall what bar we were at.
It sounds like you were trying to like add like some like backing to your claim. There were other witnesses there or whatever, but I
never claimed that anybody else heard this.
Oh, okay, so you were the only one that saw it. For a lot of the time. Well, no, you saw it as well. It was on your phone, bro. Yeah, and I'm telling. So we have two people. We have one saying it did happen. I'm telling you that is a complete lie. And I'm totally willing, if you're willing to agree. So I completely invented this in my mind. I just yes, okay. Unironically, sure. Yes. I'd like how until we had Goat Kato to say that the private call happened, you had no idea what the private call was. Absolutely no clue at all. Was this a public VC? Was this private somewhere? I don't remember what. Dickers, I don't remember where this call happened. Why is Lia's Kiwi Farms like? Why wouldn't that be in the last 6 months of my search history? Like the evidence just wouldn't support anything you're saying. Well, I don't know, dude. And better yet, have you got your claim, a second browsing application? Just to be clear, deleted your search history now. This is contentious because you feel as though this proves your entire point. Just so we're being forthcoming about this, your claim is that despite me being okay at conceding and admitting I was wrong with the information that I pulled off and spread from this YouTube channel, despite being totally okay, conceding, admitting, and apologizing for this, I'm not okay with admitting and conceding that I had pulled information off Kiwi Farms, and your backing proof for this, partially, is that you witnessed me at a bar scrolling through Kiwi Farms, and the only way for me to disprove this, pulling up my search history, is apparently not like a burden that I guess anyone is like excited to force me to meet. So there's several things here, right? There's several things here. What's the motive? I've seen you IRL scrolling through and reading Lyo's Kiwi Farms page while we're at the bar. So that's one. Second thing is that the information that we're... Hold on. The second thing is that the information that you're talking about can't be found on that YouTube channel that you've used for this. I've looked into it. It can only be found on the Kiwi Farms thread. Now you're saying that somebody else. You're saying that somebody. Hold on. It's disingenuous to act. One moment. It's disingenuous to act. Hold on. If these are these are published papers, there are multiple locations to source them from. Saying there. So what I'm saying is, you're claiming that somebody has told you this at some point, what she did for work. I'm asking who, when. Do you often talk to people about Lyo's works? Okay, just Lyo's like occupation. Okay, so just to be clear, I've been covering this guy for. I've spoken to every like excessively. Of course, I fucking hate him. I don't like people who's done the horrible things he's done, which you can't
Horrible,
defend.
horrible. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
God,
you shouldn't be encouraging other
let
people's
me
kids to film themselves
let me go
being
get the
sexually
lube and
abused.
jerk off to how good of a person I am.
No, I'm not. Right? There's
yeah,
no
you
statements
fucking
about myself.
are.
I can
You
hate
are
somebody. I
fucking
can hate
jerking
somebody without
yourself
saying that
off.
I'm
You're
a
such a good person.
right?
You're such a hero. Yeah, go on.
I can hate
Sorry.
somebody without saying that I'm a good person. Right?
Yeah. You're a hero. Go on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, nobody's saying that except you. I don't know if you're like schizophrenic or something.
No,
dude, if this is gonna go fucking nowhere.
It's just the undertones.
A question that I wanted to ask, if we're just going to get distracted on this, okay? Aiden, are you saying that every time that you see somebody in a drama that you get particularly annoyed about, it's possible that you might dox them? If you see somebody who's abused a child, you get so emotionally connected. You get so emotionally connected by covering drama.
Obsessively. Wait, Dickers. You understand that wasn't my full thought. That wasn't my full thought because you could actually hear me on this VOD get interrupted midway through, right? Causing me to not finish it. So if you want me to finish this statement so you can then derive a conclusion from the statement in full, feel free. But it's a little disingenuous to try to derive conclusions from verifiably partial statements.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, so can I just finish if that's okay?
You absolutely can. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So as I was saying, right, I've covered this guy over the span of multiple months, speaking to several people who have hated him for years, several details about various fucking, I don't even know what, have been given to me. I've sorted through information, not through Kiwi Farms. I've sorted through information that I've been given secondhand, etc., etc. It is not necessarily indicative of dishonesty for me not being able to remember the specific source of a deed by virtue of the amount of information in processing this drama in regards to the extent of my involvement, which other people admit is obsessive. It's not necessarily suspicious that I can't recall the exact source for where I derived this hyper-specific piece of information.
How many people have been trying to source Lio Convoy's wife's information from? You can't remember who's gave it to you.
Yeah, because that's like what, as I've explained before, this is like months worth. This is like a lot of information aggregation. So no,
I'm asking you the number of people. Like, how many people have been sourcing Lio Convoy's wife's information from? You can't remember who gave you this piece of information.
How am I supposed to quantify? Let me just recall out of like 50 people, like how many mentioned
50.
No, that was hyperbole. Oh
I'm asking you ballpark information. The question I have been asking you is how many people have you been sourcing Lio Convoy's wife's information from? That's the question.
I don't know who I was given this to. I just know where it wasn't from,
Not who.
Right?
Not who. How many people?
I don't know the number. I couldn't quantify that on the spot. A lot of people can't quantify a lot of shit on the spot.
Not even a ballpark information.
I'd have to go through months worth of coverage.
My question is, why wouldn't you get rid of them after they did that?
Get rid of who?
Whoever gave you information on his wife. Like, why?
All the detractors that have called in to give me shit about Lio. I don't talk to even Beanskis, who I think Lio is wronging. I removed Beanskis from my server because all these people are freaks themselves, and I don't like keeping them around. So
hypothetically, if somebody that, let's say, wasn't a freak, okay, that was a member of your community, wasn't a freak, went on Kiwi Farms, gave you all the relevant information in addition to what you found on YouTube, would you get rid of that person for giving you that information? Would you be upset with that person?
I would tell them off for it, but it depends on if they gave it to me privately versus.
That's what I mean. I mean privately.
Oh, if they did it privately, I'd correct the behavior because I think that's different than publicly disseminating this information.
You'd tell them off.
Oh yeah, if they were doing that, yes. I've told people off for what I've perceived is going too far.
Have you
trying to get?
Would you tell people off
if
somebody showed you somebody's face docs in private?
Would I tell them off?
Yeah. If somebody shared docs information with you in private.
I gotta be honest with you. If it's a face docs, I very well might not. If it's just like a face docs, no.
Wait a minute. Then why do you care about my video?
I only care about your video to prove that like you're a hypocrite. Right?
No, you brought it up in the first place. Like it was
because I think you're a hypocrite.
How am I a hypocrite for a face dox you don't care about?
Because okay, so you're getting on me. You're getting on me for this, right?
I'm not
And
getting
you're
on
saying-
you for explicitly the face dox. If all you did was post a picture of her face and that was it, I actually just wouldn't care either. For the record.
So I
No,
said her name in VC in addition to posting her face. I admit it.
Yes, that the issue
And
I took
occupation.
wasn't the face dox, it was the name and her occupation. And
just
the
one more
time.
debate. And I'm sorry. So what have I said so far that's wrong? Because apparently I've like done
Why are you
something
getting
wrong
raped
in
by
this
chat?
conversation.
Okay. Let me put this another way to you. Okay.
Are you reading chat right now? Just fucking leave it off, bro.
Well, no. I there's like all these posturing comments. Like just one more debate. You're like I feel like I've been like relatively receptive to everything that's said. I've directly addressed people's arguments. I think I've been like reasonable in the logic that I've provided in proving Gilded's hypocrisy.
I want to ask you a question. It's like I'm being serious here. Okay, so you said you were upset with Lio for how he treats people, namely the 17-year-old cited him apparently posing an idea of recording herself being groped in her sleep as one of your reasons for why you find him disgusting, and that was a factor in why you decided it was a good idea to drop information on Lio's wife, correct? Is that all fair?
No,
summary?
I'm saying under your logic, that would create the same level of emotional contribution that would impair one's judgment.
I am asking you, just yes or no.
Yeah, I'm responding. I'm explaining. Okay, the only way with a question like that you would want to boil it down to yes or no is if you're purposefully attempting to be dishonest and spin a narrative.
No, I'm not.
This would be a question that requires. This would be a question that requires elaboration and nuance, and to want to avoid that elaboration and nuance would only be done if you were attempting to be dishonest.
No,
because additional information.
You're gonna like what Aiden is saying is very simply that he can provide an emotional reason if asked why he would take that path, but he's also saying he doesn't actually have that emotional reason. He was wrong to release the information. He did it because he was drunk and pissy, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Oh wow, that's all you had to say. Okay, cool.
Fuck.
So, the reason I asked all that, and that being whatever answer, so the reason I asked all of that is because in my particular case, the entire reason I did what I did was in direct response to a direct threat at me and mine.
Okay, so I'm somebody with
hold on, that is different from the example you posed, which was more akin to vengeance, implying that I was doing it out of revenge as opposed to a response to a threat.
Wait, okay. If you were addressing a threat, how did you leaking photos of Lio's wife address the threat against your kids?
I was attempting to end the threat. Yes.
Oh, okay. So if I said, because Lio continues to verifiably threaten people, if I want to scare him off the fucking internet so he stops doing what he's doing.
Not other people, you. Or yours. If you were threatening like your mom.
So you're somebody that like can't understand like empathy for other human beings unless you're blood related to them. For me personally,
dude, I'm sorry, I am not going to sit there and watch paid programming of starving kids in Africa.
He said empathy. I'm stuck in 2010.
I'm not going to sit there and actually pretend like I give a fuck.
You're
about
so cool that you hate empathy. I don't give a fuck about your kids. I don't care about your kids.
Cool. Good for you.
I don't care about your kids.
I don't care.
Wait, you don't care about his kids?
That as an excuse.
No, I'm not.
Not my kids. Not my problem, bro.
I have been very consistent on this. In fact, there's entire video where I say, not my kid, not my problem, fuck you, pay me. Okay? So no, I'm not going to sit there and emotionally moral fag over kids that aren't mine. That's just like, and I think that's completely fair because they're not my kids. And furthermore, it doesn't matter anyway, because the point was to end a threat that was done to my kid, to my family. That is different from what you're describing.
Okay, I want to end threats against people like Bonnie Chan. I have empathy for these human beings, and I want to end the threats against them.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, I want to end the threats against people like Bunny Chan. I believe that Laya's continuous comments to Beanskis clearly are trying to urge this person to take his own life. And this guy is verifiably attempted
And so
to
you
take
go
his
after
own
his
life.
wife?
So I think he's a threat to Beanskis.
I mean,
and I wanna end-
but here's the thing, though. You did that months later, right? Like
months of
if
the
you had done
Beanskis
that,
stuff.
if
Wait,
you
I'm
had
sorry,
done that
Gilded, the
immediately.
Beanskis stuff is ongoing.
Oh, so you did this because of the Beansky stuff, then?
No, I'm saying
Holy fuck,
under
I just
your
want to take 2
logic, I can
seconds,
insert all
okay?
of those
Well, you
things.
did-
Huge
okay,
fucking
then
W
it
to
doesn't matter
Seethe.
because that's not what you did.
I want to see
So
nothing but
like, this
07s.
hypothetical is actually gay.
Hugely
because that's not
appreciate
what
it. Thank
happened.
you.
No, my point is, like, yeah, Lio is somebody that, like, I have hatred for. He does, like, induce emotion. That emotion obviously affected my judgment to some extent. And I'm saying, just like how your emotion apparently acts as, like, a, minimizing factor, I think that would also be applicable here. No?
So
When you did the same thing that I did.
It has nothing to do with emotion. It has nothing to do with emotion, and it wasn't worse. I never dropped her name. I never mentioned what she did for a living.
You did it.
I never attached a name to her face. It never happened.
You did this like publicly. You did this on a public YouTube channel.
Okay.
This was
This is like the difference between a drug dealer giving kids heroin and a drug dealer saying, "I didn't give the kid heroin. I gave the heroin to another dealer that gave
a drug dealer that gives like 5 kids heroin versus a drug dealer that gives like 50,000 kids cocaine.
No. The point is, you distributed the content, way more content than I ever distributed, to people who would be willing to take that further.
It was just a name, and the images you gave, by the way, could have been input into any reverse image software like PimEyes or FaceCheck.
It's a name and an obligation.
And
an occupation.
You made it easier, yeah.
No, you made it easier. You shouldn't have given the public that.
And you shouldn't have given her name
the public
and what her job was,
Aiden,
dude.
you've had to shut down Icy Chat today because so many people are leaking it.
I never shut down
Leaks
Icy
are a
Chat.
constant
That's a lie.
problem
That's
with
just a
Icy
lie.
Chat.
Someone else has already come out.
Have you not redacted Icy Chat?
No, somebody somebody else did, okay, and they literally admitted such publicly.
Okay. Are leaks a problem with Icy Chat? Is it a constant source of drama, the amount of people who leak Icy Chat?
It's not a constant source of drama. I wouldn't say constant. It's like discouraged.
No, but it's like there are frequent leaks from Icy Chat, and people trying to hunt down who has leaked from Icy Chat.
Just to be clear, you would have to believe that I'm paying someone off to take the fall from me right now.
What the fuck are you talking
and multiple
about?
witnesses backing them when they admit that they were the ones that did it. If you believe that, I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
No, people are acting like what I've just said was like a lie. It's not. It's someone is.
Okay, you're talking to me, Aiden. You're talking to me right now.
You can say that.
Chill out. Okay.
I obviously address points.
But it's going to be impossible to have this conversation. This is Parlo all over again.
No, it's totally
going to be impossible to have this conversation
we've been doing it for
if you're
30
at
minutes.
the same time trying to argue with chat.
I've addressed chatters like three times.
He's debate pedoing his own apology.
It's literally been 3 times. It's actually not
but it completely derails the conversation every time you do. So I'm asking you
it's impossible to have this conversation whenever you decide
what I was
to spend
saying
3
is
minutes
that it's a
complaining
constant
about
source of
30-second
drama.
remark to a
Leaks
chatter.
in
Just
Icy
move
Chat.
on.
The
You could
idea
just
that you
move
try
on.
to expect or want to expect that Icy Chat is going to be like a private server that people aren't going to leak from is ridiculous.
Generally speaking, tons of things don't get leaked, right?
Yeah, tons of things that don't matter don't get leaked.
Things that also matter have not been leaked. Leaks are not like a constant issue. No.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
But leaks are foreseeable.
Dickers, you downloaded all the mod logs, so why don't you show us how many times?
Guys, it was okay because you can't
That's not
leak
true.
from there, you know?
Yeah, well, Dickers, why don't
Can you prove
leak
to
the
me that
mod
I
logs?
downloaded all the? Have you got a source that
You
proves
lied
I
that I'm making
downloaded all the mod
Why
logs?
don't you release? Why don't you
Hold on,
release the mod logs?
can you prove that? Can you prove that I downloaded all the mod logs? Oh, so you just lied.
Wait, didn't you literally
you just
state
lied.
that you did?
Can you prove that? Have you got proof
so
for that?
So on the record, you're denying you ever said that?
Well, I'm asking. Can you prove that? I don't remember saying that.
No, that's why I'm asking you. Did you do that?
Well, I don't remember. Have you got proof for that?
So you don't remember doing that?
I don't remember doing that. Can you prove that I said that?
Have you been intoxicated in the last 24 hours?
Nope.
You haven't. Okay. And this would have occurred within the last 24 hours per the allegation. So it would be
I'm
more
asking if
likely
you've
you
got
lied
I'm
than that
asking
you
if you've got a clip
forgot.
of me saying
If we're to
that.
bring it up, as in my case, I've forgotten something. It's actually totally
What I'm saying, so you
reasonable.
just like completely made that up then?
No,
So you're conceding you just completely made that up? Okay, have you got
So
proof
you've
for that
never
then?
said that.
I don't remember ever saying that. Have you got proof that I said that?
You know what? I guess I don't. So Dickers is denying that he said it. And when we get proof that you'll admit you lied, right? Again, for the second time?
I will admit that I lied if you can find it. Yeah, sure. So what I said was,
so I know your point is like a
screenshotted
gotcha.
a couple
Like,
of
look,
the.
I'm doing what
Hold
Aiden
on.
did. Can you show
Well,
me where
it's
I've
more of a
denied
mockery than a
something?
gotcha.
Can you show
But anyway,
me? Can you show
so
me where I've
what I'm
denied
talking
doing
about,
something and
what
it's
I'm
been
talking
proven
about,
that I
what
actually
I'm
did
what
do
I'm
it?
talking about, what I'm well no, because you deny all the stuff in like
Okay, so
private
you
VC,
can't.
right? So you're selective
Got it,
with
so
what
your
you
point's
with what you
irrelevant.
deny. It's because what you don't expect to have evidence for. I don't expect you're gonna have evidence for me saying that I've downloaded all the mod logs because I haven't downloaded all the mod logs. I've screenshotted me deleting the face doxers.
Okay, so so do you want access to all the mod logs? I could give that to you so you can actually quantify
brought
when
this
you
up.
say leaks happen all the time. Surely you'll be able to
What?
quantify that with the mod logs in total and complete. I
What
can
are
give
you talking about? You brought up me like downloading mod logs or something.
Okay, apparently
I don't know
guess
why
I
you
guess I
brought
got
this
that
up.
factoid wrong. I guess you didn't. I
No,
guess I
no,
misinterpreted
I'm
the
just asking, why'd
quantity.
you bring this up? What's the relevance?
Well, no, because you're making the claim that leaks happen all the time. Mod logs would be
Yes.
a way for you to be able to determine that.
How would that
Because
be
we
the way
talk
to be able
about
to
rule
determine that?
violations and banning people when leaks do occur occasionally.
When you're
in
able
mod
to prove
logs,
who's leaked
right?
something, yes.
So it would help you quantify your statement.
What?
You made a statement all the time, right?
They're monitoring all
It
the
is
leaks,
I've
guys.
said it's
Well,
I've said
no.
it's
So
consistent,
when leaks
as
do
in it's
occasionally
regular,
happen, they get
as in it's
spoken about.
regular that there is
It is
material
a
that is leaked from
lot more
Icy Chat.
Are you
It's a lot more
unironically
frequent
able?
than
Are
you
you like
think,
unironic?
yeah.
Are you actually just like not able to understand the relevance?
No.
Do you deny that leaks frequently happen from Icy Chat? Yes or no?
Frequently? No. Relative to the amount of people there and the amount of information.
As in they happen regularly, as it's not like incidental. Everyone's super
I'd
shocked
say
that
like
Icy Chat's been
occasionally.
leaked.
Like, yeah, occasionally, like every so often, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And the mod logs can like easily substantiate that, right? And I can give them to you right now and you could go through them if you'd
I
like.
don't know what you're thinking to prove with the mod logs. It wouldn't prove or disprove it.
Wait, wouldn't this, but okay, why, when leaks have happened, why do we talk about it in mod logs sometimes, but not others?
Wait, you talk about it in mod logs?
Or in the,
Surely
sorry, in
it'd
the
be
mod
in mod
chat.
chat.
It would, sorry, logs of the mod chat, I should say.
What? That very
Like,
rarely
you're
gets
making
discussed
a
in mod
claim.
chat.
You like to do this. You like to make claims
Mod-
where we just have to completely trust your word for it to be true.
You've already
I'm
accepted
giving you
now
a source
that it
will help you
happens.
something objective.
It happens with some frequency. Yes.
I mean, to
it's
be
a
fair,
You're
common
claiming that it's
occurrence.
frequently, so I will give you access to the full logs to prove that because I'm telling you that you are lying.
It is not a black swan event for Icy to get leaked. That's what I'm saying. It happens with some frequency.
Okay, so since you're making the claim, I'm open book. I'll give you the evidence right now, and you can prove it and demonstrate it to us.
You've already accepted that it happens.
No, I haven't. I said occasionally, like 5 seconds ago.
Okay,
That's another
if it
lie.
occasionally happens,
That's another lie. Nobody's
if
accepted
it occasionally
frequently.
happens, then it's a case where you posted information in an area which you know is vaguely public with multiple people in, where you have experienced occasional leaks. You know it's not
leaks every so often is hardly public. Okay, that's just not like
Oh,
It's
leaks
got
every
100
so often.
people in there.
Where moderation then occurs as a result.
Guys, I'm gonna go
It's
to
not
Walmart
public.
and
Nobody would
yell
ever
a
consider that
slur in
public.
front of 100 people, and since only 15 of them actually told someone else, it's fine.
Dicker, sorry, Beckett. If somebody lives in a bad neighborhood and their home's been like burglarized a few times in 15 years of living there, is it basically public property?
It is. Hold on. You're talking. Let's just not talk just about Icy Chat. Let's just talk about Discords generally. You are talking about a public Discord. That is your Discord. You have a chat where I believe the like conditions for entry are a recommendation, and like you've got to be in for a week. That's basically it for Icy, right?
Recommendation, you have to be in for a week. It's literally just I have to personally approve you. There's no time limit.
So you have to personally approve somebody. So any chatter could randomly be nice to you, get approved for this chat within your public Discord, and then be able to see everything in it, correct?
not necessarily, not just being nice.
Okay, well, not just being nice, but
I have to reasonably trust that you're just not going to be.
No, you
somebody
don't,
that
Aiden. You added a guy because you found his tweets funny.
Yeah, but I also reasonably I go through you go through okay, so you go
Wait.
through like people he's associated with and his involvement with drama, and you understand okay, this isn't somebody that's like probably going to leak anywhere, and he hasn't because he's not invested in the
You add
drama
people
side.
super fucking impulsively.
So just to be clear,
What's the guy's name?
Just to be clear, your
What's the guy's
reputation
name?
is irrelevant. It didn't.
No, what's the
counteract
Twitter
statement.
guy's
It's really
name?
irrelevant anyway, because you're accepting that this is a bad thing to do, right? This was like the incorrect action to take, and you're
Yeah, so I don't know why Dickers is just like lying that leaks are frequent when I've already conceded.
Oh my god.
No, it is a lie. I can literally quantify it for you. I think like
You keep
in the
getting
last
caught
like,
up, you keep getting caught up on these tiny minutiae.
because I
Respect,
just
Lemon,
don't want
thank you.
people to lie. It's just
They
like
make you
not
look
hard.
worse. They make you look crazy. It doesn't fucking matter. You are making yourself look.
Just
more
stop
insane.
lying. Like is that like that hard to ask?
Do you know how many people from your server like leak fucking shit to me and other people all the time every day?
Can you give us a specific number?
No, I can't. It's a lot.
You can. Oh, but I thought it's suspicious if you can't give specific numbers about like vague occurrences on the spot.
I never said that.
You didn't. I was referring to Dickers. Dickers, do you find that suspicious on Gilded Puzon?
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? I'm drawing a parallel to Dickers' previous
Okay, this is
applications of a
retarded.
standard compared to
No
now.
100 member YouTube channel or Discord channel is private. At that point, you've got that many people in there. You're not adding people that you trust.
Okay, so a
You're adding a guy
non-sequitur.
because you find his tweets funny. You saw this guy write on November 15th, 2025, up late getting dick, and it made you laugh so much you added him to Icy Chat.
Yeah, because
It
I
is
didn't think he was a
public.
leak risk.
It
He
is
wasn't.
It is
He's
public.
he's never leaked.
You're running in
Ironically
random
enough-
people because you find them funny, which is fine.
ironically
Which is
enough-
totally fucking fine, okay? But the problem is, none of this information is
Well,
private.
it's just not a public
Obviously,
chat,
you've
though.
got
I think that's an
100
inaccurate
people
assessment.
in there. The idea that you can keep 100 member channel reasonably private, even reasonably private, is like completely deranged. It's not a
It
teeny
would be
tiny like
deranged
group
if
chat
the
with
evidence
me,
didn't
you,
counteract
Queen, and
it. The evidence
Solskibity.
actively counteracts
Dude, you've
that.
already agreed that
Have you
leaks
seen
happen with
that?
some
No, I haven't,
occasion.
Tom. That's another lie because I've already said to you it's like
What?
every
Leaks
so
happen
often.
occasionally, yes.
So I haven't
How
agreed.
many
I don't know
people
why
were
you
in
would
your
say I agree.
server
It's like that I
total?
never.
Leaks happen, yes or no?
What?
Leaks happen, yes or no?
Occasionally, yeah, like every so often.
Yeah, okay, cool. It's not a
Oh,
private
sorry,
fucking
I thought you
channel.
were
It's
just
got
claiming
100
that I
people
agree
in
that
there.
leaks are like a common leaks happen in like literally
I didn't
every
say
like
that.
prolonged group chat. Like I think consistent. Like yeah, leaks happen occasionally.
Okay,
how
it's
many-
going to
how
happen
many-
with even more frequency with 100 people in there.
Like
Yeah,
not
just
rarely actually. I
funny
say leaks
Discord people
happen
that you find.
rarely. Rarely.
And now it's rarely. Okay.
No, not now.
So you've denied frequently.
So
We've
rarely,
moved to occasionally.
So rarely,
and now we're going to
rarely and
rarely.
occasionally mutually exclusive.
Well, leaks happen to Twitter, rarely, because then you'd be aware of them, right? You've got no idea how often leaks happen in people's DMs. There are 100
Okay,
people in
so
there, right?
now I notice you're now going to the pool of leaks that are completely unverifiable and therefore unfalsifiable. I can give you mod logs right now for when leaks are mod, something that we can actually quantify. You don't
mean
like using
reduce the
objective
number?
evidence. You don't like using
Well, no,
objective
because I know,
evidence.
because I've read the mod chat that leaks very unfrequently
Wait, but
get fucking talked about in there. You
Okay,
know,
so you did it.
okay.
So why don't
yes
we go?
or no?
Why don't we go
the
through
vast
mod chat
majority
on-
of leaks
so why don't we go
that
through
you
mod chat on
notice
screen?
and
Look how
cry
many
about
times
and
there's been
complain about
leaks that get
never get
addressed.
mentioned in mod chat. Mod chat is
leaks
usually
never
used for
get
like
mentioned
when
in
people are
mod
talking
chat.
about docs information, and a conversation needs to happen privately about moderation.
Was the claim that
Hunts
leaks
for
do not
people who
get
have
mentioned
leaked
in mod
happen
chat?
in Icy Chat.
Okay, just to be clear, did you just claim we don't talk about leaks in mod chat?
No,
You didn't claim that.
no.
Okay, so when leaks happen, we do talk about them in mod chat.
No.
Okay, are we talking about only leaks like that are made public? By the way, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, Aiden's talking about when somebody leaks onto Twitter, and then people
Yeah,
go,
but
"Is this from Icy Chat? Is this from Icy Chat?"
You're using unknown knowns as your like frame of reference, and that's unviable and completely irrelevant to this argument because that could be applied
Okay.
to
I mean,
any
You
situation
accept,
that is-
you
that is
accept
completely
100 people are
irrelevant.
in there. No, 100 people are in there. A lot of these people, it's not like personal fucking friends of yours. They're Discord members. You understand that this is likely gonna get leaked. Information put into Icy Chat is liable to getting leaked. Yes or no? It's foreseeable that it gets leaked.
Yeah, like information in every chat.
Okay, cool.
Ever. Yeah.
Nice.
Like, what was your point, that there's a potential for leaks? That was your point the whole time?
That it's foreseeable that information you put in there is going to get shared. Yes, absolutely.
No, foreseeable that it is? No, considering information is leaked rarely, right? Based on what we can, based on an objective measure
Mod logs
of evidence.
of people saying the N-word, sure. Yeah, they're leaked infrequently onto Twitter. Sure.
Well, that was, I don't know, I'm saying leaks like period. I don't know why you're specifying it to slur use.
I mean, let's never mind that we know that at least, what, like 2 people have downloaded this image onto their phone. If we're talking about the face docs, for example.
Okay, but the claim is
how many
leaks.
people heard you say it and then write that in Icy Chat as well?
So who's leaked? So who's leaked that? I just want to be clear.
Okay, hold on. Because I'm getting like fucking DMs from people saying, please God, like stop this retarded spiraling. So I'm going to say,
where is the spiral?
Because, like, okay, it doesn't matter. The core point is this. This was not like a private group chat or something. You posted that information in a chat with over like 100 people in it. You knew there was a risk of leaks. That's kind of the core essence here. Like, debate borrowing the point of how many leaks there have been, how much you trust people or whatever, doesn't fucking
then don't make the claim that leaks are free.
Here's the better part. If there's rarely any leaks, okay, and you posted that in there, then why did you delete it?
I didn't. Dickers deleted it.
Are you okay with him?
We've already spoken about that yesterday. Okay. I deleted when you posted it.
Just to be clear,
I didn't delete. And then a couple other people
just so we're clear on the record, I didn't delete a single message in relation to this situation.
Okay. So
I'll give you logs to prove that if you want to.
I
know you never cleaned it up. No.
So my question is, then why would you apologize? Then that means by that standard you did nothing wrong then.
Because by the time I realized it was wrong, there was nothing left to delete.
When did you realize it was wrong?
Probably when I sobered up, maybe probably the next day.
So you came and had a long.
You've been arguing about this,
Dickers.
I've been arguing about this
even earlier at 9 p.m. UK time. 9 hours ago.
Because the criticism,
9 hours ago, you were still defending this.
Just so we're all being clear right now, the criticism that I agree was accurate and valid co-occurred with criticism against me that was clearly like a witch hunt and a dog pile.
So what?
And people going through my bathroom and shit.
Chill the fuck out, man. None of the Parry stuff is looped in to you getting criticism for leaking Lio Convoy's wife's name, face, occupation. It's got nothing to do with this. You're just self-victimizing, bro. It's got nothing to do with it.
Okay, Dickers, for us to continue, I don't want anything I say to be mischaracterized, and for that to happen, you can't cut the sentence off when there's additional context.
Why is it wrong if it was private?
Why is what wrong?
Why was what you did wrong if it was posted privately?
Let Aiden just finish what he was about to say about people going through his bathroom. This is very important.
Yeah, so I'm saying the general vibes made me super defensive and unreceptive to actual valid criticism at the time, which created me stupidly trying to argue in my defense because I was generally defensive. I felt like I was people were going at me for 1,000 things at once. As you know, well before I posted fucking the face art, there's been a lot of people coming at me over various shit over this last week. Right.
Okay,
so
it spirals out of the Queen.
So I was defensive. Right? I was incredibly defensive, and I shouldn't have been. Okay, that was a shortcoming on my end. There are people talking about speculating on who I'm in a relationship with, and now causing trouble in those areas. I have somebody who said and it was stupid. Somebody I was drinking with who once again won my fucking trust, and I was just hanging out with. Is now admitting to he was going through my bathroom and shit, and it's just I'm a little bit defensive and on edge.
My criticism of you that you released private information on someone's wife while you were drunk and angry and have not and should the first thing you should do is apologize for this. Just take the fucking L. You don't have any issues with my criticisms of you there, and the fact that I have told you previously that you are getting too emotionally involved in this Lio shit. And you're gonna fuck up. And I've said that.
Oh, just to be clear. Okay, yeah. So everything you just said, 150% agree, except for the M part. Because the insinuation of the M part, I think every other part of my coverage of Lio, it all like still stands.
Okay, so with your coverage of Lio, I think there are. I don't want to like debate, bro. Shit, like especially because a lot of it's to do with Lio.
Well, no, Lio. Sorry,
I'd agree with you on
Beckett. Before you move on to this, okay? Because I tried to ask Aiden a question at the start of the conversation, and then Aiden, I guess we never got round to it. It got lost in the mix. What's your stance now? And then why did you change your stance? Because you asked me when we had a conversation yesterday, why didn't I ask you why you changed it? And so now, I think it's only fair for me to ask you, what's your stance now, and why did you change it? Because you were arguing this 9 hours ago.
My stance now is that, like, just so we're all clear, Lio did encourage someone's kid to, like, film Seethe.
No. I'm asking about your stance on doxing. We've already been over this.
Lio's wife didn't do this and didn't deserve any of the, like, emotional response that came with it. And I spread her like previously doxed information in my chat, and that was wrong.
What's your definition of doxing now? Because apparently you've been on the definition you gave yesterday. You claimed you've had this definition for what, months? Like 6 months? What's your definition of doxing now?
No, I said I've spread her dox.
No. What's your definition of doxing now?
Yeah, so when you're taking somebody's personally identifying information with malicious intent, which I had, right? And I had malicious intent, but when you're taking somebody's personally identifiable information and establishing a link between that and an anonymous online persona, right? So somebody established
she doesn't
the
have
link
an
and then I
anonymous online
disseminated
persona. That was the contention.
I admit I'm wrong.
No. I'm asking what your stance is now. What's your definition of doxing now?
I just gave you my definition.
But you don't have an anonymous. She doesn't have an anonymous online persona.
Yeah, whether or not I personally characterize that as that's like it's the same amount of harm, right? I don't think that like technically falls under the definition that I've accepted, right? But I think it's like basically the same thing. So I don't like necessarily object if you also want to consider that doxing. I still think, regardless, I think spreading dox is wrong and does the same thing as if you yourself were the one that had initially doxed somebody. So I think that was wrong to contribute to that.
Okay, despite the fact that it still doesn't meet your definition of dox information.
Yeah, why is that? I don't understand the...
Because then you're using the word in the sentence, but it seems like you're using it and then saying that you don't agree with the definition in that you're using it. Descriptively, like as you just laid out the dox... Well, no, I'm saying because your definition was important to you, like holding to that definition. So I'm asking, in the definition that you gave there, as you used it in that sentence, what's the definition?
Yeah, the definition I've just given you.
Well, no, because you don't think that it's dox information, because she doesn't have a private online persona. You said that you don't think that it's doxing.
Well,
but it's like as bad as doxing. But
what would really break it from the definition is that I wasn't... So I've said this before, right? In regards to the camera and shit, nobody... Someone might... Maybe you disputed this at the time, but nobody else... But I was basically explaining that I'm not the one that established the link here. She was already doxed, right? So I spread that dox.
But I thought a second ago you said that it didn't count as dox information because it's not a private profile. Yeah, so you said it's just as bad as...
This line, so I've just said to you, I don't think that spreading a dox and doxing are entirely synonymous, but I think that distinction is...
I pointed out the fact that there is not a private... I'm saying, I'm asking what your definition is now. Because you said a second ago, it's not doxing. I'm asking what the anonymous... I'm asking you what the anonymous online persona is.
I'm saying your question is like really weird. Still... It just like has no relevance.
It's really weird.
It's like a descriptive...
I'm asking how that definition applies here to Lio's wife. She doesn't have a public online persona.
I don't think that I doxed her. I think I spread her dox, though. But I understand why you would consider that doxing, right?
I'm saying definitionally, under your definition, and this is kind of the issue that we got into yesterday.
Yeah, under the definition that I've given...
she can't be doxed.
Okay, under the definition... I think that would be like technically a part of doxing Lio, because I consider that you're linking her to like the anonymous online persona of Lio, so that would be like a part of doxing Lio. And she'd be affected by that, right?
Okay, sure.
So like if I leaked, let's say your dad is like a really famous person or whatever, and I leaked that that was your dad. No, sorry, not. It doesn't even have to be a famous person. Let's say your dad was just like a businessman. Nobody knew the fuck this guy was. He's just like a businessman. And I linked your dad's like name and website to you. I said, this is Dicker's dad. I would have just doxed you, like under my definition, right? But your dad would have also been a victim of that because now he's at risk. And I don't think that that distinction is necessarily like unfounded or that crazy to say, right? I still think regardless, the spreading of someone's docs, even if the link was already initially established, is completely wrong and shouldn't happen. And that's why I was wrong, right? So I don't think that I think getting like autistically hyperfixated on like this, like on like the description, when I think the moral weight is exactly the same, I don't think that's really like productive conversationally. But I mean, you can proceed if you want. I just think it's dialogue, right?
Well, I guess the question would be, I mean, Jace looks saying it in chat, who gets harassed with that docs information? Like, I guess who would actually be the victim? Especially given the fact that Lio is, like, a controversial person, right? It would be his wife who's receiving harassment there.
Yeah, she would also be a victim. Yeah, that's why I also, like, just said, like, approximately, like, 30 seconds ago that in that case, right, the dad and the analogy would also, like, be a victim. So I just said
because
that,
it's both.
Right?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
both.
enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
What Lio did?
Like I just said, just for being clear, I just said that.
Okay, so if this is the state that this content has put you in, do you see that as an issue with continuing doing it?
No, because I think that it was like stupid to be online while I was fucking drunk. So I should just like put my. I mean, I kind of wish he stopped me from being on my phone, Dickers. But I just gotta
Okay,
like.
don't try and put blame onto me, mate.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I was fucking totally shit faced. And I think like I don't know. I thought it was. Like,
you wanted me to tackle you physically and take your phone away from you.
Yes.
Stand there and watch. I was arguing with you the entire time. Don't get hyped up by this fucking soul argument that he's been running with, that I'm somehow fucking culpable because I didn't tackle you and take your fucking phone.
I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm saying like
You're saying that it's weird to stand there and watch?
Yeah, I
insinuating that's what I was doing.
Well,
I wasn't doing that. To be clear.
You were, right? But that's okay. You have no obligation to stop that, right?
No. I was trying to stop you. I was trying to persuade you to stop. I was trying to tell you to get off the phone. I was trying to tell you to get off the call.
Okay.
Like I just to be clear, I just said that Dickers has no obligation to do this. So it's like a little weird to be clarifying. He's not as if I expect him to. I just said, I wish, right? I didn't say that I.
You're insinuating that I am permissive of this.
No, okay. If that was,
I don't even why you bring up. Oh, I wish that you'd done something.
I've just clarified that that's not what I'm attempting to convey.
Okay. Good.
So it's like a little weird. You're still going by the initial insinuation. I've just said I don't think that's your obligation.
I'm not talking about what the obligations are. I'm talking about the descriptive that I'm somehow permissive of this. But okay, if you're saying that I'm absolutely not permissive of this, I was trying to stop you the entire time, that's totally fine. Because I know that Soul has made these arguments before. I don't know if you've heard
that far. I wouldn't go that far. There was no insinuation, right? I've just explicitly clarified there was no obligation.
No, dude. Okay. An obligation and failure to meet an obligation is a moral description about whether somebody's worthy of condemnation. What you were clearly insinuated that I should have, or rather, that I was permissive of this. It was weird for me to just stand there and watch you do this. I did not just stand there and watch you do this, did I?
I mean, you did, but I don't think that's wrong.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I told you to get off the call. I told you to get off the phone. Eventually, you did get off the phone. Was that due to my intervention or not?
Did I get off the phone because of your intervention?
Yeah. Would you have otherwise just randomly hung up the phone on Icy Cat?
I could have. I don't know what my mindset was at that point. I could have. I wouldn't be able to answer you on. Like, I don't think we want dishonesty here. I wouldn't be able to answer you affirmatively one way or another.
I think you've got a bee in your fucking bonnet because of the way this has all gone. I think you've got some animosity towards me. You are absolutely insinuating that I was permissive of this.
This is like really bizarre. I'm telling you, I don't think you did anything wrong.
It's not really bizarre at all.
No, it is. It is. I think.
And then you come back and just retract to the fact of you don't think I had an obligation to stop you.
There was no retraction. Me saying that I wish you had done something, and me saying that you didn't do anything wrong, for not doing that thing.
You said that it was
those are not
really
mutually
weird that I was
exclusive.
standing there.
Expression of a desire,
Agree or disagree?
and expression
I
of an
was standing
obligation
there.
are two
I
completely
was standing
separate
there
things.
and watching you while you did this. That's not true, is it? That's not a fair characterization at all. And the insinuation is there that I was permissive of this, and I could have done something else to stop it.
I don't know if you you could have. You could have done something else to stop it. Yes, you could have. But
What, tackle you? Physically assault
Did you
you?
attack? Dude, I was fucking sitting. No, you didn't have to tackle me. No, nobody's saying that.
What, wrestle your phone out of your hand? That's what you want me to do, and then take it away for the rest of the night?
No, you don't have to take away the rest of the night. I would have been like,
oh my
you're
god,
fucking
are you
serious.
12? Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't have an It's weird. Like, if you think anyone's saying that he has an I don't think Dick
Nobody's claiming that you think that I've got an obligation to do this.
No, I don't think that. Okay,
That's
so
fine.
I said
I've accepted
I
that
don't
you
think you
don't
have an
think that I've got an
obligation
obligation.
to do this. And
I
then
don't think that's your claim.
You're saying, so you think that I have an obligation to do that? I'm literally explicitly stating.
I'm not saying
I don't think you have an obligation
I'm
to do
not
that.
saying that. I've never said that.
Okay.
What I'm
Maybe
saying
I
is there's an
misheard you.
insinuation that I'm permissive of this.
Okay,
or that
so
you wish that
I'm
I'd like
happy to
wrestled your
clarify
phone
that
out of your
I don't think
hand.
that you have an obligation to do that, right? As I said now. About,
I've never
like,
I've never taken issue with the fact that you do or don't think I've got an obligation. The word obligation is not what I'm taking issue with. That's totally fine.
Yeah, so I don't
You're
think
trying
you
to
did, I
paint
also said
that
again, I
I'm
don't think you
permissive
did
of this
anything wrong.
stuff. Will you say that I was not permissive of this and that I was trying to get you to stop? Correct?
I believe that you were passively impermissive of this, yes.
I was permissive of this.
Impermissive. You were not permissive of this. You're passively not permissive of this.
Okay.
What?
And then I was trying to get you to stop, right?
I think you made a few comments.
We literally got in a screaming match in your hotel room. You think I made a few comments? I don't know why you're trying to do this,
We
dude.
didn't get in a
The
when did we
only,
get in a
the
scream?
only
Okay, no, that
reason, the
didn't
only thing
happen.
this gets, by the way, it doesn't take any blame off you. Nobody's listening to this and thinking better of you.
I'm
You're
not
just trying to shit talk me.
No, I just said I didn't.
You
think you
absolutely
did anything
are. This
wrong.
is out of spite. You're trying to imply that I
just
was
said
like,
didn't
I
think
don't know. I
this
could have done more.
This is bizarre, Dick. You shouldn't be crashing out. I'm saying I don't think you did anything wrong. It's okay. Like, you don't need to be that defensive. I just said I don't
Passively
think you did anything
impermissive. Maybe
Yeah,
I
was
made
just
a few
stating my
comments.
desire. I didn't know that would affect you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I mean, like, look, I'll be honest. I don't really want to sit here and litigate like Lio shit. I don't care. I'll just be clear. I feel like I've defended you, Aiden, to Lio, to other people. I defended you during the Nick stuff. I defended you multiple fucking times with shit.
There's been nothing you've had to, besides that, there's been nothing you had to defend me over. I think I've been totally fine. And
No, I think people have like within general stuff, people who've given you shit. I've had your corner a little bit. This is not me just waiting for the downfall of Aiden. I think this was a fucking crazy thing to do. And like, you may say that the coverage is fine. I think if it's having this like fucking effect on you, maybe you should take a step back from it. I don't know what the shit with GOAT is or with anything else, but if you're getting like drunk and pissed off to the point where like, you know, someone brought up a comment from 3 years ago and you're like, imagine getting this mad over fucking internet beef. Like, dude, it's fucking unhinged.
I think with Lio in particular, his actions like take this beyond the scope of just like
Sure, then
ironically,
you're not the person who should be covering it then, right? Because
no,
you
I think
can't-
my
you
coverage
can't-
has been relatively well grounded. I can continue that engage with intoxicated, right? That's why this was a one-off incident and not a pattern. That's why you couldn't really cite other behavior. And I take the L on this, right? It wouldn't happen again. It hasn't happened before for 8 years. And yeah, that's like all you can really say, right?
I mean, you've become increasingly fucking angry and unhinged over time, right? This isn't just like a one-off thing.
Oh, I'm angry. I'm angry at him, of course. The question is, have I done anything in this instance?
Where
Yeah.
on the doll did he touch you?
I mean, he
didn't. But I didn't like that. I didn't like that he was touching someone else's kid. He was encouraging someone else's kid to like.
I know you're saying this shit, and it's just not fucking accurate.
Okay, that was a joke. I said that in a jokey tone. The accurate descriptor would be he advised someone else's kid to film Seethe. He did. We have him talking to your ex on video.
That is one comment which like flies in the face of everything else said about that fucking drama.
Wait, Beckett. Just to be clear, on the Stardust stream, did Lio not admit to recommending a 17-year-old to film Seethe of themselves?
He said, like, I think the phrase was, it was like, we told them afterwards. But that's the first time I.
Yeah, so to be clear, so do you agree?
Well, again, I go with what Jordan said, because Jordan never made that fucking claim.
Why would we wait, hasn't Jordan made a document that was allegedly filled with lies, according to like Lyle?
Then why should you care?
So wait, no, because I'm saying Beckett is using Jordan as a reference point for someone we should rely on. But your own people, people call Jordan a liar when it's beneficial to you. So how can we be using? So why should we be using Jordan?
Why should you be defending Jordan either?
I'm not saying. Wait. Jordan was 17. Jordan was a minor. I don't care how bad or good of a person Jordan was. I am saying you shouldn't encourage a minor to film some of themselves. I don't care what they did that led up to that.
Hold on. Criticized to hell and back for that entire conversation even happening.
Yeah, so how is what I said inaccurate?
Because again, you're dealing with a situation where they had gone through every single process. They tried to go to the police. They tried to remove Jordan from this like house. Did
Lyle call CPS?
I don't know who called fucking.
Yeah, yes, CPS was called. The cops were called.
Did Lyle look into emergency youth shelters in Jordan State because they exist?
For fuck's sake,
he did.
He did, and Lyle called these shelters.
I believe so. If I recall correctly,
you believe so? Is Lyle willing to state on the record he called these shelters?
I'm trying
he's never claimed that
drama from like 2 years ago. The point is, they'd gone and contacted multiple people. Lyle accepts that that's the wrong thing to do. My issue here is not defending Lyle over this. My issue is you're taking that and going, well, Lyle's clearly a risk to children. You're talking off and this is the thing. You say it like it's a really flippant thing. That's a serious fucking accusation, mate. And if this
it is, and there's basis for it. I'm using Lyle's own words. I think the logical conclusion of Lyle's own words would lead you to conclude that, like, and by the way, you say like it's in isolation. Look at how this guy treats vulnerable people in general, right? Lyle thought it was appropriate to have a minor on stream with somebody he was alleging was grooming them, to have them in the same call.
Yeah, it was
so
Jordan.
yeah, this guy has placed himself in positions where he has responsibility over vulnerable people, and in some instances, those vulnerable people are minors, and he has shown a complete lack of intelligence that makes it reckless for him to engage in the way that he does. And when confronted with giving up his position by people like Malley, he's shown no interest in doing so. So with all of those facts and aggregation, yeah, Lyle is a risk to people's kids. Absolutely.
I mean, he did give up all that. But I have a question. Do you remember what Jordan's claim was that instigated the whole recording thing?
Jordan's claim was that the mother's boyfriend was coming in at night and touching them, right?
Yes. And is it unreasonable to say if you call the cops and call CPS and all these organizations and with this claim that they're not going to be able to do much because you can't really prove that you're getting touched or groped, actually was her exact words, by the way?
Yeah, so just to be clear, an investigation wouldn't be launched if the police are informed by a minor that the minor is being inappropriate.
Well, I'm aware of that. Yes, like, but
because that's Lyle's version of the story, and that doesn't.
Well, I mean, wait. A minor can report something like that to like their school counselor.
Yeah, but it was the mandated. It was the mandated reporter, the school counselor, that allegedly went to police, and then supposedly, absolutely, there was nobody's even claimed an investigation was launched.
I can't believe this is like. Are we using this as another opportunity to fucking bitch and moan about Lyle Convoy? I don't know why any of this is relevant at all.
Beckett just okay, so let me walk you through your own straight. No, I need to address this. So just to be clear.
No, I'm telling you, even the conversation is retarded and it's worthless.
Okay, so Dickers, the only reason you would say that, I'm sorry, this is like disgusting levels of sweep. To be clear,
for Lyle Convoy. You think I'm sweeping for Lyle Convoy? No, I'm bored of this shit, bro. I don't care about Lyle Convoy.
Wait. Beckett was referencing my prior coverage.
I was referencing it because you tweeted it, you messaged out in a leaked message about how it's justified because Lyle Convoy told a kid to make CSAM.
Yeah. That's so okay. Yeah. So Beckett.
Years ago.
Beckett. Do you think that me responding to that is relevant to the conversation, considering you brought it up?
I mean, sure, it can be relevant.
Okay.
My point
So Dickers
is, but my
disagrees with
core
you.
Okay, sure.
No,
whatever.
I'm disagreeing.
Like,
Okay, the
here's
problem
what
that
my
I'm
core
having.
underlying point is. At this point, you are clearly highly emotionally invested in this story to a level where you are. I don't think you are seeing it clearly, and I think it is affecting your judgments to the point where you have got drunk, started tweeting out Lio Convoy's wife, and I believe saying that this was your way to getting him into a call to like have it out with him, and that level of emotional compromise that you are currently under is my criticism of you.
Yeah, but do you not think there's like you're admittedly like a friend or associate of Lio's? Do you not think it's like
But I've
your
criticized all this stuff anyway.
Do you not think it's weird to refute my claim that's literally just a reiteration of Lio's own statements about what he did?
No, because in this case, I don't think that statement that Lio made. I think it's a very contracted version of that story. Because
Did he lie?
I think he's like misspeaking, but I don't.
Oh,
think,
it was just a
I don't believe that Jordan was ever told by Lio to actually do this. She's not.
Okay, so your defense for him claiming that he advised a minor to film child sexual abuse material of themselves is that was just a misspeak?
I mean, it's consistent with Jordan saying it never happened. So.
No, just to be clear, you think that okay, you can't rely. Gilded, is Jordan a known liar or not?
Okay, you do realize Jordan went after Lio, right?
Yeah, is Jordan a known liar?
It would be in Jordan's best interest to say
that wasn't my question. According to you, Jordan is a known liar.
Okay, but
yes, but the point is,
so why are we using Jordan as a source for credibility?
Do you think that Lio Convoy is very, very honest?
The only thing that we've got for certain, and this is why I don't believe like Lio told Jordan, is because in the call that this is discussed, it is Lio, Vida, and I believe Coyote. Jordan is not in that call. The minor is not in the call. And during that call itself, I believe they shut down the idea of filming it because they can't think of a way where they could effectively do it without her potentially getting caught. So I don't understand.
Yeah, someone else shuts it down other than Lio in that call, right?
That's fine. That's fine. You can still criticize Lio for
this. But then we would assume that with that other there was another conversation relating this had happened.
I'm sorry. So we've gone from you need proof to everything. So you're now assuming.
No, we have a statement. No, we have a statement of Lio saying there was a conversation with the minor.
Do you think that Lio is an honest person? Hold on, Vlad, real quick, because I don't want to do like.
So did he lie about this?
Well, no. I'm asking you, Aiden. Do you think that Lio Convoy is a liar?
Oh yeah.
Do you think that he's an honest person?
I think that he's not an honest person.
Okay, so you don't think Jordan's an honest person. You don't think Lio's an honest person, but you're choosing to take Lio's word over Jordan's. Why?
Okay. Well,
because there's no information.
There's
no. Reason would be
okay, hold on, Vlad. Don't cut across, all right?
Wait, I'm sorry. Just to be clear as well, is Jordan claiming that Lio never had this discussion with them?
I just said that. Yes.
Can you prove that?
I don't understand. He can spend 16 hours, entire years, going over all this, and then
yes, you went over this a lot too. So can you provide evidence of this?
Go find her video.
Okay, so Lio did this same thing where he claims that the evidence of sexual harassment was in his Bunny Chan video. So I sat through the full 2-hour video and there was no evidence.
Why are we talking about Lio Convoy's Bunny Chan video now?
That was just like a quick reference. I don't know why you're harping on that. Most people, ordinary people, can just move on from.
You can just say I don't
really
believe
bizarre
it will be in there.
You.
But in any case,
it's bizarre that it did. Just one more getting mad at like a quick example.
On Beckett's conversation about the fact that you are mentally warped by Lio. You've already agreed with this, no?
Yeah,
that's your whole explanation.
Lio for admitting to asking a minor to produce CSAM.
You hated Lio.
What are you?
That.
Wait,
you hated Lio before that. This is cope. This is the point. Like again, like
that's not what you
here going. Well,
care
it's because
about.
he fell in love with Goat Katu.
I also hate Lio.
No. We've had a conversation in private, Aiden, where you said that that's not true. That's not what you care about. What you care about in that situation
is that Dickers has a million unfollowable conversations and examples. He can just like suddenly remember that it
VC.
We
speak
it.
often.
Nothing you say is fucking worthless unless you prove it.
What you've said is that Lio Convoy, the thing that really annoys you about that situation, is that they didn't tell them to take a better solution, like going to a different home, going and seeking out better resources.
I said that
that's what you really cared about.
No, Dickers. What I've said about this, and you can verify this, because for this to work, we have to believe your word, and I've disputed your word repeatedly. So we would then have to bring public evidence. So nobody has to trust either of our words.
Okay.
If you look at my public retelling of this, I repeatedly state exactly what you just said, except the gripe is that that's not what really annoys me, that I think that the excuse that was Lyo's only option is a lie, right? And I explain why.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't actually care about the production of the Seethe. You don't care about that at all.
But if
you care that they didn't give them better advice,
the situation would still make me
but you're
mad.
throwing out the Seethe because that's like an impactful thing you're able to say. This person was like, what, 17 and like 6 months old? This was never expected to be distributed to
17.
anybody. This was something that they'd be... Sorry, did I say 16? 17.
Yeah.
Did they be able to like give over to the police? There's no idea that this would end up in the hands of somebody that would find this sexually arousing.
Hold on, Dickers.
Got it.
Dickers, not only that, not only is that the case, that was their entire plan, was to give all that to the police, to have her give that all to the police. Like, he is completely disregarding reality to form a narrative. That is all that's happening here.
I'm using his own admission. Footage of a minor being sexually abused is CSAM.
It's not CSAM unless it's distributed.
You've already accepted, Aiden, that the production of that is not what you care about at all. It's the potential lying, as you said, and give it. You did. You said what your real gripe is. You said what your real gripe is.
Okay, if you're claiming
is the fact that they lied about the intention and they get them bad information.
Clip where I admitted that, because that also didn't happen, and this just attests to why, like,
what did you say your real gripe was with this situation?
What?
What did you say your real gripe was?
No, so what I was saying to you was, I know what you're referencing. What you're referencing, that was my grievance with Lyo's defense, not my grievance with the situation itself.
Okay,
I said
do you
those
care
words
in and of itself
verbatim,
about the production of CSAM? Do you care about that?
You're lying again.
I'm asking you the question then. In and of itself, do you care about the production of the CSAM?
Yes.
Or do you care that they didn't, or do you care about it insofar as they weren't given better advice on how to handle the situation?
Wait, I care both, but the fact that a minor should just get, like, sexually abused and film it, I care about that as well. Yes.
No. About the production in and of itself versus...
They're not going to get abused anyway, though.
You just standing that. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. And you don't care about the production in and of itself.
No,
you care about them not being given better
this is
advice.
Like black and white thinking.
You care
you understand
about the quality of the advice. You can absolutely... No, I'm asking you to isolate them real quick. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't think you don't care about the production in and of itself. You care they weren't given better advice. They weren't told to do something else.
Yeah, so I care about the production, and the excuse that was the only option is a lie because
in and of itself,
getting better.
Okay.
What is, like, hard to accept about? If you get caught up on that statement, you're clearly arguing like bad faith.
How can you prove it's a lie?
I'm arguing in bad faith.
Because I've literally looked into the other options. Sorry, I'm not going to dox them. But the place that they were living in at the time, it's not even a dox, public, but the place they're living in at the time, right? Literally has, like, youth shelters that you can stay in at that age. I think if you're, like, above 17 for like 24 hours, right? So if they believed they were going to be sexually abused that night, they could have gone to those shelters
for 24 hours. Okay. That'll fix the problem. 100%.
But that at least buys you 24 hours to figure out what to fucking do. Then you can say you've exhausted every option. Then you can say that.
All right. What the fuck?
No, all right. Do you not? Wait, are you disputing that that's an option?
They already called the cops, called CPS, called all of these people.
Okay, but the claim is that was their only option, Gilded.
But then what they should have done is, after exhausting those options, go to a shelter for 24 hours where they then contemplate on what else to do after that, when there really isn't much to do after that.
Contact the fucking
they already had
again, find out somewhere else they could crash after the night. Buy you 24 hours. Hell, anything is better than letting a kid get fucking touched. Yes.
So, hold on. So
but
here's my
to be
question.
clear, if you can accept that was an option, then the claim that they exhausted every option is factually
You're right.
incorrect.
Okay. You're right, Aiden. It was a temporary option for 24
so you accept
hours.
that. So just
Wait, hold on real quick. CSAM is CSAM doesn't need to be distributed. I never said that, just to be clear. The definition of CSAM stands. I said that it wasn't going to be distributed, but just let's get back.
That's not retarded fishing. They said they exhausted every option.
Desperate.
I found an option that they didn't exhaust.
They exhausted every possible permanent
so obviously
solution.
It's a lie to say that they exhausted
every permanent solution. Yes.
I mean, I think, again, we're getting off the point here. The point is, I think that you are emotionally compromised covering this Lio convoy stuff. I think it's giving you brainworms.
Yeah, but I honestly, I think the defenses here like really troubling. Yeah, I've got to be honest. Yeah,
okay, again,
I was an older minor.
I've criticized Lio for this shit. I don't really. I think him being involved with it at all is fucking ridiculously retarded. Okay, I've said that multiple times. I've consistently said this. It doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter whether Jordan was told at all, because the pedo hunting shit is retarded. But he's like, this is
worse than pedo hunting. You're not directly interacting.
Oh my god, dude, like the moral faggotry is just fucking constant.
Okay, so do
we disavow that word.
So
we disavow that word in the strongest sense.
Getting doxxed. Why do we care about Li's wife? And if morals are
It's not about, oh my fucking god.
It's selective application of morals. I hate that you guys go one way or the other.
Selective application of morals. It's the fact that, okay, well, here's the difference. I'm annoyed at you for doxing Lio's wife. I think you've lost your fucking mind. But my response to you doing that is not, oh well, time to release Aiden's docs. Now it's fair fucking game. That would be an over emotional response. I'm calling you a retard and saying you're compromised and saying that you're like spiraling on streams, going, well, I don't think there's.
I think I've been. Just to be clear, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to say, people keep saying this. I think my responses tonight have been totally coherent. I don't see like, have I said anything tonight that you find like particularly like egregious or crazy?
I think the fact that you can't see that this coverage of this topic has clearly had pretty weird impacts on you is concerning. Yes.
I agree. There's unique. Like, I do hate this person more than anyone else I've covered.
Okay, and I've said before with other topics that when someone is super emotionally invested, it affects their coverage. They make huge mistakes sometimes. And right now, the only thing you've caused, if you believe Lio convoy is a risk and like seriously needs to be dealt with, you are detrimental to actually doing anything about it, because you are right now Lio Convoy's biggest defense. Look how crazy these people are. They went and fucking found information on my wife and was screaming about it just because I wouldn't talk to him. Do you not think that that's just helping Lio?
This occurrence, yes. So I think the solution would be to not do something like that.
Okay, well,
so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I think the solution generally would be to find some other, like, take a break and.
Well, no, because I don't. Nobody's been pointing out issues with my coverage in of itself. I guess you could say
16 hours.
I guess if okay,
relax.
Saying that I've covered something for a large quantity of time is not. That's not really like a good argument.
It's not about the large quantity. Yeah, it's about like your emotional investment of it.
So I understand. So right? What you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is that the problem with my coverage is that it led me to do this. That's the issue.
Yeah.
And why I should probably step away, because it makes me emotional.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'll give you that. I think that's a fair argument from an outsider's perspective. I think that I could avoid. I'll even bet you on it. I will never dox Lio's wife.
Let's talk about this from another perspective. How do you feel about the fact that you've got so emotionally invested in the story in this community that now you've ended up in a similar position to the one Just Dog was in?
The one I was I in a similar position to the one he was in?
You got emotionally invested with somebody who you were defending as part of the story and tried to start a relationship with them, or were like at least pursuing some kind of relationship with them, right?
Well, I don't think I said this wrong. I don't think J Stock did anything. I honestly don't think J Stock did anything wrong pursuing someone that was related to his coverage. I think the problem was that I felt that Cherry wasn't capable of keeping a relation, like keeping the details private. So my disagreement and contention, which
clearly this has all come public as well. So I don't know how.
Yeah, but
yeah,
by my, which it's gone public because of my fuck up, because somebody else made me a promise that they didn't keep, and then for the sake of humiliating me, despite me doing nothing wrong to them, decided to attempt to, I guess just like completely humiliate me on a stream and leak everything.
Do you think your attachment to Goat Kato has also emotionally compromised you in this story?
Well, they're judging my attachment. No, because I've been covering Lio and saying I hated him ever since the Rosa call, which was I think months before I was.
Yeah, you have, but you've definitely stepped it up recently, right?
I've stepped it. I think when he tried to insinuate I was a rapist, I think that's when I started stepping it up more. And then like the total like flagrant pussy behavior, and the fact that I was beginning to see calls that I hadn't seen before, that I've never seen him apologize for or address, in combination with his like refusal to engage in a debate or accept the criticism that he believes he's in a position to deal with others. Then I got increasingly yes.
Okay, so I mean, he's never gonna. I mean, he definitely doesn't. He's never gonna get on call with you now, right?
Well, he was just to be clear. Have you not admitted he was never gonna get in a call again? What?
Well, so I thought there was a chance.
Don't pretend like this is the deal breaker. He was never getting in a call.
No. I mean, the difference is now. I don't think there's really an argument of he has to. Right? He's pretty much.
He's never had to get in a call. Nobody's argued that. The argument has been he's a fucking...
What?
Well, you've argued that he's a pussy for not getting
The argument is that he's a coward and a pussy for having expectations of others that he does not apply to himself, and he's unwilling to face like the music that he feels like it's his position to dish out to others on a constant basis. And if the claim is that I don't do that either, I'll get into calls with anyone who wants to confront me. I'll get into critical calls. I'm going to go onto a Chud Logic stream where I'm probably going to look like a fucking idiot because I am in the wrong. But I have no problem. I have no problem going and doing that. And I think that I actually have an obligation to go and do that because I have this expectation of others. And Lio repeatedly has gotten on others for not showing up. So I think that by him not showing up, if in the months I've been covering him, is indicative of somebody willing to apply standards to others that he doesn't apply to himself.
So he is obligated to.
Okay, there's not a
by his standards, he's obligated to. Nobody's going to put a gun to his head.
I said he doesn't
Nobody's going to tackle him, take his phone, and make him enter into a call, right? It's about the moral obligation.
Yeah, I think there's a moral obligation for him to do it, sure.
Okay.
He doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know if all anybody ever did was talk about me for days and days and months and months and years and years.
Well, when I covered him for 1 month, he wouldn't talk either. Let's not lie. I've been challenging him since I've begun talking about him, and he wasn't willing to talk back then. And he's come up with a myriad of excuses, right?
Well, now you've given him a very real one. To be
fair. But the passages, just to be clear, then, like the passages would have just been lies. So those would have been lies.
I mean, his core thing is he doesn't jump on streams and talk to drama streamers about like his history and stuff. He's not really done that, and he's been consistent on that.
Didn't he talk to Einat on stream and shit?
I think he's talked to Einat, but Einat would be an exception.
On stream, yeah, where he knew he wouldn't be walking into a critical environment.
It wasn't even that critical.
Yeah, it wasn't. I agree with you. Totally in agreement. But I'm saying that's why he showed up for that one, right? Because he's lying about why he doesn't show up.
But he's turned up on, again, like we've had this conversation privately, but he's turned up to very critical conversations of him that he knew would be critical, that he
actually
would end up public. So,
hold on. Can I give an exact, okay, I'm going to give an exact quote and you can do with it what you will, okay? His exact reason for why he doesn't want to go on Aiden's stream is, and I quote, "I am not going to go onto the stream of an obsessive freak like Aiden."
Yeah, he's called everyone that doesn't like him an obsessive freak.
Because a lot of them are.
How many of like face docs, name docs, job docs is
I think my anger is like totally appropriate, and I think like spreading his
totally appropriate
was like a mistake.
I don't think it's anywhere near like appropriate. I mean, again, like you can be annoyed at this guy. I think there was plenty about Lio Convoy.
Didn't this guy literally like call up someone's school because he was mad because
was it your school?
What?
Yeah, but hold on.
But it didn't happen to you personally, so why would you? Is like literally a fucking 5-year-old's understanding.
Is anyone pretending that that's fine? Has anyone pretended that that's fine, Aiden?
No, they're not. But why does he think that I'm a lunatic for this when this is arguably way more
Because
tame
you're
than most of what he's
you're-
done?
this is
because you're
This is
you're
normal
taking
behavior
it,
to lie.
you are taking it as if he touched you. Like that's how far you're taking.
No,
it.
no, no,
I've never
Vlad,
made
hold
that
on.
claim.
Okay,
I'd love
has
to
Lio
figure out where I
Convoy
made that
ever
claim.
doxed
I
somebody's
didn't say
family
you
member?
made the claim. I said that's how you're
Vlad.
acting. What?
Hold on. Has Lio Convoy ever doxed anybody's family member? This is like super easy 1-1.
Has he ever doxed someone's family member?
The answer is no.
Beckett, he hasn't doxed anyone's family member.
No, he's never doxed anyone's family member. In fact, he's never actually. I think he's phoned one person's parent, but like in all the cases where he's talked to people's parents that I'm aware of or were public, it was somebody where their parents were like in the room or something, or he got them to put them on a call. He's like
That seems to the go. He's done that multiple. He did it to some like obviously mentally
Yeah,
disabled
and he's
kid.
never
Sure,
doxed anybody's family member, right?
He's got
And
no.
in-
He's just
and in
he's
the
just
case
gotten the
of Jack-
family.
Okay,
member
so
and
this
come on the
is
mic
this
and
is
reveal
lower than
details.
I'd argue
this
as
is
well
lower than
what
where
he did.
Lio
but-
Convoy
And he's
is
just
gone.
he's called people's schools and falsely reported them as shooting threats.
Sure, but like again, nobody's arguing that that's just fine.
Yeah, I'd argue that these things, even though they're not one to one, right? Something doesn't need to be one to one for the level of like morality and depravity to be comparable, right? Things don't need to be like exact when we're doing a comparison.
Yeah, but he's never gone
but
after
over-
somebody's family members. If he's got an issue with
No,
them,
he hasn't. But that's
he's gone after
Vickers. Wait, is
them.
my
He's
audio
never gone after
broken?
people in his life or in their
Wait,
life.
can you guys
rather.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Yes.
weird because I just said like it doesn't have to be a one to one to be like morally comparable.
No, no, no,
right?
no. But I'm saying that what he's done is he's gone after the person, right or wrong. He's kept it between him and them. He's never targeted somebody's
No,
family.
that's not true. That's a lie. He's called their schools.
Go on.
That's not between them and.
Well, of course that is. That's a way to harass them.
No, in another case,
He's never done
in another
something that could have an
case,
impact
he
on
was
somebody's
mad at
family.
somebody- he
He's
was
never
mad
done
at somebody,
something that- Go on.
so he verbally abused their fucking mentally disabled Discord mod for 4 hours, threatening to contact their family.
That's not doxing
Yeah?
their family.
No, it's not. And I just
It's not even harassing
oh my
their family.
Gilded, do you shower?
That's
and, like,
threatening
clean your
to.
ears?
That's
We just
threatening to
explained-
harass them through their
Wait,
family.
you guys understand a comparison doesn't need to be one
Yeah,
to one.
you say this every time you have a conversation with
Yeah,
people,
because you
and everyone
you
always says
struggle to
yes.
be able to get
Obviously
it. I
not.
don't know if you're
Okay,
disabled,
you're
like,
saying that stuff doesn't have to be like, or that you've done something that's less bad than Lio Convoy. All I'm pointing out is that Lio's never even steeped this low, right?
No, he's gone lower. He's gone lower. He's actually done things that have had a real effect on people's lives.
Mommy, he's worse.
Yeah, I think the problem.
He's
okay,
actually fucked with
here's-
people's
I think it's
lives.
debatable.
But here's the problem.
I think it's
the shit
debatable.
that Lio did, the shit that Lio pulled, spawned huge drama around him because of like the
Rightfully
levels
so.
he would sink to. Yeah, absolutely rightfully so. Don't disagree with you. Particularly stuff around like Jax or Rosa or whatever. And like that's the standard of you shouldn't be doing this shit. You should be rightly criticized and ripped apart for it. Now, like again, what you've done is like hitting on those fucking levels. And because you kind of like you give these provisos of well, Lio's about a person, he's this, he causes emotional stuff. You sound like Lio from 2023. You just sound like
I sound like there's been okay. You said like 20 as if he's changed. We have yet to hear. He's never adequately apologized for.
I'm not saying he's changed. I'm saying you are using these same arguments and like fucking verifications or
Well, yeah, the argument.
provisos
Well, it's going to
that
depend.
Lio
Yeah,
would fucking use.
Beckett,
So, I
you
mean-
know the same argument can be used for two different situations, and in one case it can be correct, and in another it might not be. The question is,
when
do the
Lio has
details
said-
correspond?
So when Lio has said that he goes after people because they are freaks or degenerates or zoophiles, and in the case of people like Finnegan, for example, who admitted on a call recently that he fucked a dog, there are clearly some people that Lio has gone after who did fucking deserve it.
Yeah, but Lio says that.
By your justification, so you're now saying, well, Lio's done a lot of wrong things, but so for those cases where he's gone after genuine freaks, like you'd be fine with that.
Yeah, those things would so okay, so just to be clear, we've already accepted what I did was wrong. Just because those were freaks, it also makes what Lio did wrong, even though I also think that he's a freak. The argument comes down to I think that Lio is a bigger freak than me because Lio's behavior is a pattern, right? I've been around once again, I've been doing commentary for what, 8 fucking years. This
Yeah,
is
but
like
we don't care about
incident.
what you've done to Lio. You've accepted earlier that the wife
but
is
I'm
also
saying when we're
victimized by
making- when
this
we're
as
making
well.
claims about like someone's like character.
So it doesn't matter.
Right?
Yeah, but I'm saying it
Obviously,
doesn't
no,
matter what
obviously a
Lio has
obviously-
done.
obviously
Hold
a
on,
pattern.
you complain so much. Okay, let me fucking
I'm sorry,
finish.
you don't think a pattern is relevant for a
Okay,
character
what I'm
assessment?
talking. Let me fucking finish, dude. You cry every time somebody cuts you off.
I'm letting
okay?
you talk.
What I'm saying. Okay. What I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
is that you've already agreed that it's victimizing not only Lio's wife as well. So you can't use things that Lio has done to be able to justify
Yeah, so
things
that's
that
why I
you're
admit
doing
it's
to
wrong.
his wife. Cool. And it doesn't lessen it?
We've already admitted it's. Why are we really?
It doesn't lessen it?
That's the contention.
Well, I'm asking you.
just
It
arguing
doesn't
that
lessen
what I
it?
did is very
Well,
like.
no, I'm
minimal
asking you.
compared
It
to what
doesn't,
Lio's
and it doesn't,
done.
and it doesn't lessen it, right?
No, it doesn't lessen the act is still wrong. I'm just saying in
Cool.
comparison, right? Lio's way more of a freak than I am. It's not even close.
Okay, and that's relevant how?
Because that's what.
Because it
Beckett
sounds
was
like you're still trying to
disputing.
justify it, bro.
Beckett, no, that's not a just. Dickers,
He
I don't
wants
know if
the
you
moral high ground too. That's all.
Dickers, it seems like you. It's like frustrating.
Yeah,
'cause it seems
no,
like you tune
Beckett's,
out.
no,
you tune
Beckett's
out for when
making no,
someone
no, no.
else brings
Beckett's
this
making the
up.
argument that you do not have the moral high ground, that you're using the same justifications as him,
No, wait, but Dickers, why is
that
he
you
making
are
that
in the
argument?
same realm
What was
as
he making that
Lio.
argument in response to?
I'm making it in the response to the fact that, like, clearly you know, and again, this is an also important proviso to this. Like, when Lio's doing this, he's doing it in a community that actively encourages it, right? The ACC is full of freaks, full of doxers, has been for ages. Lio is a symptom of, like, a fucked up space. He is not the only cause of the fucked up space. You, on the other hand, know this stuff is wrong, have seen multiple dramas where it's fucking wrong.
He knew it
and
was wrong
agreed
too.
Previously. Sure, whatever. But, like, you know it
Oh,
is,
no.
like, you know it is wrong. You know that this is like an over-escalation. And my criticism of you, again, is that this content is driving you fucking crazy. And it's like, it's
I
obviously
feel like
driving you insane.
once again, like I feel like you'd have to be delusional to interpret anything I've said here crazy. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's
All
made logical sense.
you had to do was point and laugh, and instead you got emotionally invested.
But I don't
in
want to
Section
just
2.
do that. Like I think that this guy's like a legitimately bad person. It's more than him just being embarrassing.
You would have been a great fit in Fox Mafia.
Weren't you in that server?
I was in that server, but I wasn't a part of their
I was
shenanigans.
never in that server.
I know. That's
I don't know
why.
why
I know.
you
That's
would
what
have
I'm
been
saying.
great
I'm saying
for
you'd be
that,
a
but you were
great
actually
fit.
in that.
Probably would be, right?
You've
got plenty of Lio's haters who, like, again, this is what happened with Patchwork. Right at the start of, like, you really doing this in earnest. You brought on Patchwork Heart, and, like, Patchwork Heart comes in, makes a load of fucking claims about what's currently going on, what Cat's Lair is like, and then I just come in and go, no, that's not fucking true. Like, there are plenty of people who are sniffing around, who are giving you information, who have their own histories that you are not aware
Yeah,
of.
that's why I don't platform their. Wait. Beckett, you understand you can platform somebody without the understanding that you agree with what they're saying.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I platform people. I platform people who say things I don't agree with all the time.
Yeah, sure, but at the same time, like, you look at Lio in isolation as a community. Okay, so here's my question with this: do you accept that the whole of the ACC, generally speaking, like, everyone has their fucking skeletons? Lio is not unique, or is he to you a unique evil?
In the people that are still around, he's the worst I've seen in terms of, because it's not just any one behavior in isolation. It's that it's a pattern. It's a pattern that has had in my opinion, a complete lack of correction. And once again, like all the people we can bring up, you can find isolated instances. People make mistakes. With Lio, the amount of mistakes in comparison to his age as well is just like completely like inexcusable. And the fact that he, in my opinion, has never meaningfully taken accountability.
Okay, but
makes it.
Hold on. What's this though? Because it's like you've said this before. It's like, I don't think he apologized properly for the Rosa stuff. It's like, well, right now, it doesn't sound like you're apologizing properly for doxing Lio's wife.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
I apologize. So once again, so I could say this again. It's weird because I've already said this statement times and gone into detail about why I think it's wrong. So it's not just me saying the right words. Once again, right? I think that it is wrong for me to spread the dox of Lio's wife. It's a little mistake and obviously wouldn't happen again, which is why it's the only time this happened in 8 years. I think that Lio continues to exhibit a pattern of behavior that is involved directly getting involved with and fucking people's real lives, going after and abusing vulnerable people putting minors in proximity to groomers, advising minors in a context that's not appropriate for him to do so, and we've already litigated that 1,000 times.
When's that
And I
happened in
think
the last 2 years?
so. In the last 2 years, we're now having further recklessness with the Beansky stuff. So although there's not a one-to-one, the pattern persists of the reckless behavior. Lio pulled up the medical documentation of a vulnerable nobody. The documentation shows this person attempted to take their own fucking life. Lio lies and says that doesn't prove anything because they could just go in there and tell them anything and they'll put it down.
Is this just another opportunity to like wax lyrical at Lio Convoy?
No, wait, I'm sorry. Beckett,
this has happened several times now. I know, but you take anything that Beckett says about Lio as an opportunity to go on a whole spiel about another story about why you hate Lio Convoy.
Can I just be honest? Can I just be honest with you? Can I be honest with you?
You absolutely can.
Let's say can I ask you something? Somebody asked me, Aiden, when is this behavior continue? And I then give an example of this like reckless behavior
Yes.
How is there a criticism that I'm
saying? I'm sorry.
Dickers, I'm taking an opportunity
Aiden,
to answer
I'm
a
saying
question
to you,
that was asked.
Beckett, I'm saying to you, and Gilded Poo, I'm saying to you.
No, you
I
were
don't know
just
if a
saying
big
it to me.
comparison
Don't weasel
about
out
the
of
right.
it.
Well, yeah, because you were speaking at the time.
Yeah, I was responding to a question that Beckett asked to me.
and now I've apologized. Okay, I apologized. I'm taking accountability for it, and I'm saying, Aiden, Beckett, Gilded Poo. I don't know if a big comparison between Aiden and Lio Convoy is going to be like productive here. It's just going to go into like spirals where we argue about the particulars of Lio Convoy's dramas.
Okay, so to be clear, it's not like, and again, it's not. I'm not saying like Aiden's turning into Lio. I'm literally just saying that this shit has emotionally compromised him to such a level where I think the content is clearly fucking bad for him. And like regardless of what Lio has done, regardless of any of the shit, and once again, and I'll say it for the millionth time now, I think it is fine to criticize Lio Convoy. I think there is a lot there to criticize reasonably. I worry about what this is doing to you. I think it is bad for you. And I think that if you think that after this has happened, you're just like, yeah, I think I just need to, not do this again, but I can carry on the coverage like nothing's ever fucking happened, like it has no impact. I think you're fucking delusional. Because obviously now, when you do future coverage, like let's say you do find something about Lio, well, you'd now be the worst person to find it. Because it's like, well, isn't this the guy who like fucking released information on Lio's wife who will like dig through anything to find stuff on him? I think you're emotionally compromised and now you're like publicly and optically.
Yeah, so we were talking about this the other night at dinner. And I think that the game plan is I'm actually probably not really going to be talking about much on stream. The plan is instead I'm going to be investing time and effort into a video that's going to not rely on my wording for anything. I'm going to be citing video evidence of Lio's own words and statements and the statements of others. And that he's like a horrible person that should quit the internet, and just like a single video, 40-minute video format.
Do you think that's going to make any difference? I mean, again, like, go ahead.
It's going to be easy because I feel like a lot of this, it's not like, for example, how many normies have heard or seen the Robert call?
Who the fuck? Okay, actually,
what was I fucking saying about this? Like segueing into ways that wax lyrical about stories about Lio Convoy.
I cover the ACC all the fucking time. Here's my question for you: what impact is it going to have? Because no one in the ACC who's just like a fan of Lio cares. What normie is going to care? Who cares?
So it's gonna have a creative outlet for me. It's going to kind of provide an organized space to aggregate the points that I've kind of given in a disorganized manner and concise place. Link people to understand like the premise of my argument. And I think that's fine to do. We're YouTubers, right?
Yeah, sure. And I completely, that sounds great. My question is, again, like what impact you think this had? Because I think you could make an ironclad video saying that Lio had like done all the shit that many of us know that he has done. And it kind of just doesn't do anything. I don't want you guys to know about. I also a big appeal. Like, I don't think I'm going to put Lio's name in the title. I want this to get out more into like the video essay type audience, like watch like and stuff. Because I just want like non-ACC people to start learning about this guy. Okay. Okay, sure. Sure.
Because I think like all the stuff that I've listed on this stream, to the average normie, if they were to hear it, it would be obviously. I think this guy's the fucking fat freak that he is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any questions, comments?
No. Do what you want. I don't care. I don't know what to tell you. Sure.
You don't know what to. Well, no. If there's something you disagree with, now's your place to litigate it.
No. I mean, I disagree with you. I think if you want to go down this like fucking slime beast type rabbit hole where you just like, or creepy reading type rabbit hole where this becomes your thing. Sure.
Well, it's not gonna, the video would be kind of should be, unless he does something else. The video is kind of meant to be like the wrap up of all my coverage, right? I've talked about this. I mean, Saul will vouch. I was talking about this. Hell, if Parry's honest, Parry will vouch. I've been talking about this for
sure.
2 days.
I mean, those videos already exist, right? Like,
yeah, but I think they all suck.
Okay.
I do. I agree.
I can
with
say,
Gilded.
yeah.
I agree.
Aiden said this in a private conversation that he's making a video.
I think the people that have taken previous digs at this guy are all like psychotic, boring, unentertaining.
Hold on. Lance's video on it is quite good.
Was incredibly boring.
Okay.
I almost I fell asleep. Lanza did good research. I just think Lanza doesn't like inject his personality enough or jokes or anything into his videos, which makes his videos like just personally boring to sit through.
Wow, I actually agree with Aiden. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So I want to make a video where I can have creative input as well.
Sure. And again, I think if that's your intention, do the video and move on with your life. Fine. But I mean, I'll just be straight up. I've always been like, since you like came back, we've talked many, many times. I think always been pretty fair with you. I take no joy in watching you like what I see as destroy yourself like this. My criticism.
Yeah, I don't think I've destroyed. I think like my points stand for themselves. I don't think any of the had against reasonably refuted. And if people think that I'm a dick as a result of this, that's that. I guess you could join. You could join the club. I can be a dick sometimes. So yeah, and I'm owning it, right? I do own that. But it obviously wouldn't be something that would have happened twice, and that's the difference between me and Lyle, right? One's a pattern, one is a one-off instance. And yeah, if you don't have to like my personality, but my points stand for themselves.
Holy fucking shit, red-headed YouTuber, thank you for the $100. Holy fuck.
Well,
thank you very much. Okay.
I'd watch
nothing but 07s. Nothing but 07s. Thank you very much.
All right, well, glad I don't want to run, so if anybody has anything, I'm probably gonna head out.
Are you still gonna have the call with Chud?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna I'll have a convo with Chud, sure.
Okay. All right. Is there anybody else? Dude, 404 wants to like get in the conversation. Is this gonna be productive? I don't know if it is.
404.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give him 2 minutes.
Is it Kathy?
No. Kathy wants to call in as well. How's it going, 404? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You've got 5 minutes.
Excellent. That's all I need. So Aiden.
What's up,
quite
bro?
frankly, man. Yeah, not a lot, man. Look, I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon or fucking the hate train or whatever. Basically, man, all you need to do here is you can't compare what Lio does to what has happened with you. I understand that may have been an underlying sort of thing, like it's like, well, fuck it, he's a piece of shit, but you know what, his wife's not involved, she hasn't involved herself, you involving her has made you look like a piece of shit and has compromised your coverage. That's pretty much it, man. Have a good one.
I completely agree with you, sir.
Wow, in basically 30 seconds. All right, Kosher Kathy, you're up. Welcome to the stream, Kathy. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. I think you all been so harsh on Aiden. I have been supporting Aiden since the start. Gilded, boo, Beckett, shame on you. Dickard, shame on you. Aiden hasn't done anything wrong. I think when Deckard saw you on Kiwi Farm, he said, "Oh, I saw Aiden Kiwi Farm." It's because I told Aiden, can you check Destiny Kiwi Farm thread? He was on Destiny's Kiwi Farm.
Yeah, that's totally something I would do.
Yes, that's what I told him.
Dude,
Can you
so
check Destiny's
true.
Kiwi Farm? He was on Destiny's Kiwi Farm. So, Aiden, I'm gonna ask you this I'm 100% with you, Aiden. Everything you said is correct. Can you please unban me from IC?
You know what? Sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Can I get unbanned from IC as well?
You?
Mm-hmm.
I have to. The thing is, I don't like to make decisions by my. I need to confer with the council. Wait, I'm going through a tunnel. I'm breaking up.
Okay, good one.
Okay.
All right. So
nice.
Good job, Dickers. Thank you for donators. Thank you, Red House. Did you see, Chad? You got owned. I fooled you. You are a loser. Chad, fuck you. You gonna.
Oh
talk.
yeah, you got like you called Chud and he thought that you were Aiden.
Yes. Well. Yes.
Do you have a recording of that call?
No. But
Kathy, dude, you missed a major fucking trick there. What are you doing?
Certain people. Anyway, let Red-headed get inside. He gave you $100. I'm gonna leave.
Nice.
Let him
in. Just real quick, I've got fucking activity. Okay, the $100 was super insane. Thank you so much. Hugely appreciate that. Yeah, I did it to the end of the stream though, because we've still got Beckett and Vlad. Thoughts, lads?
I'll let Vlad go first.
I'm sick and I'm dying. That's all I got. I'm a dehydrated gilded poo.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's out of his mind. I don't get it. Just chill. And I mean, yeah, it's pretty much it, isn't it? What are you meant to say? And I think if he wants to do a video, more fucking power to him. I'm sure that if it's a good release for him, but you should never be this invested in the content you're covering.
Look, Aiden convinced me. Okay, I think he should actually continue streaming about Lio and make that video. Maybe make it a trilogy. Actually, so I'm convinced now. We need to press this harder. Press on.
Go up now with the Akumu videos. Make it 9 hours.
Dude, he needs to do a Maxim. Yeah.
I think it's sad to see another person just to get absorbed into the ACC in this particular way and just I don't know.
I fucked up. I said a perfect fit for Fox Mafia. I meant to say ACC. So whoops. But yeah, he sounds exactly like an ACC tard. It's weird, but whatever.
Yeah.
Too much time with Goat Cato. That's my diagnosis.
Yeah, goth chicks never once. Never once. I mean, that's it. I just
London never won
too much, but yeah, I just think it's I think it's a shame.
I'm just happy to see that we have Beckett and knockoff Beckett in the same call.
Dickers and I talk all the time. We've done this loads.
Shh.
Yeah.
You're breaking kayfabe.
It's confusing to... I keep on forgetting whether Beckett has said something or I've said something, but, we managed to quibble through it. It's okay. Yeah. We get there in the end.
He's been a good clone. He's my most successful one.
I'm glad. God, what awful stock to come from. Jesus Christ.
Can we get some clarity from Goat Kato as to whether, what exactly happened? And also why she keeps, destroying men. That she's having these sort of liaisons with.
Hold on, let's double check. Can somebody... Okay. Is she in chat right now? If you type in at... Goat Kato! Come on down! You are absolutely welcome to join the stream if you would like to.
I just want to know what happened. I want to know how, the e-goth girl destroyed this boy. Okay. It's brutal.
Where on the cooch did he not touch you?
Okay, Goat says, I'm drunk. That would not be wise, I fear. Yeah, that'd probably be true as well. Holy fuck, I wish I'd drank during this call. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that's gonna be about it. I don't know if there's any more thoughts that anybody's got about any of that, but there we are.
No.
Wait,
Wow.
No Cato being on stream drunk is the perfect time to come in here. What do you mean?
Oh my god. Okay, look, I'm in a dip. This has been fun as always. Catch you next time. Peace.
Catch you next time. Have a good one.
Well,
oh fuck.
that was awkward.
Sorry, Gilded. Feel free to give your closing statements, mate. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I was going to say, apologies that the only times I've ever participated at all with your streams is during gay drama. So that's what I was saying.
Okay.
I was trying
We're
to,
going to have another ice murder debate. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'll chat to you soon, buddy. Have a good one, all right?
Bye.
See ya. Okay. There we are. Oh, man. Okay. Listen. Very, very, very important before we go. I want to thank Cats Are Flocking. Huge thank you to a red-headed YouTuber. Thank you. 14Z Robot. Big Aaron. Himpleton. Huge thank you to Caesar. Putu. A-Space. Barbusa the Moderator. Oplock. Cats Are Flocking. Mrs. Open Clay, Benzin, Kalu, Guna, Kitty Coco, Kaiser, Kai Rise, Trough, Your Local Cryptid, Nate, Kathy Doyle, Janky Johnny, Jimberly, Simpman, Draftle, Yen. Then this comment will be deleted. Last but not least. Okay. Yeah, that was a wild ride. Why do you say my name with so much disdain? I don't know how I'm supposed to say the word Guna. Calling somebody Guna without showing any level of disdain, but that's a-okay. Anyway, have a good night, guys. See you guys later. Holy fuck, what a shit show. Who we rating? Who the fuck is even live? Okay. Dude, we'll see how things go. Who would have thought that the London trip would have ended so disastrously? Oh. Okay, nice. Looks like Morale's just watching the debate, so if you enjoyed this, I'm guessing you're going to enjoy that. Have a good one. Thank you very much to everyone who came on, and good night.